objected to. Police in Major League Baseball are still looking into the incident. MLB put Bauer on paid administrative leave July 2nd. A second full week of NFL preseason games kicks off tonight. The first of 5 straight days of football action begins with the Patriots and Eagles. Another chance for Coach Bill Belichick to evaluate his quarterbacks as the presumptive starter. Cam Newton and Mac Jones continue to vie for the starting job. There will be one key factor in determining who the Patriots starter is, believes ESPN New York 98.7 co-host Chris Canty.
I just want to see the quarterback that looks most comfortable and the quarterback that shows the better command of the offense. I think that's what it's going to come down to, and a big part of that is not turning the football over. Do no harm. Bill Belichick doesn't want his quarterback to be the reason why his team ultimately ends up losing games, and a big part of that is taking care of the football.
Chris Canty, defensive end Carl Lawson, the Jets' biggest free agent signing this offseason, is undergoing an MRI on his Achilles tendon. He was carted off the field today. The Jets are counting on Lawson to be their primary edge rushing threat in their new 4-3 front. Lawson does have a history of major injuries.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios.
This is Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690 with Brent Martineau and Austin Lane.
All right, man. Welcome to Gotcha. Welcome to Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690. Happy Thursday. Apparently Brent's microphone's not working. Now he's telling me what I should say. The goose continues, okay? I don't want to get too much into the goose because it's only going to make me mad right now. It's only going to make me frustrated because it was a long morning. With no avail. So maybe we'll address that later. Or just, tune in the morning show tomorrow and hear the latest. Long story short, we didn't get the goose today. Not for lack of effort. We had experts call in and offer their 2 cents, and it was a goose-filled show this morning. And I think he's still out there just waiting by the water, waiting for an alligator to come finish him off. So who knows what's going to happen with the goose. How's your mic working?
You want me to get you on the next topic?
No, it's all good. Motorcycle's going good, man. Still as good as it was yesterday. Do we know what's happening right now? I mean, we got Stewart's mic on over here. There we go.
That's why, we're the only show in here. Who's coming in here and messing up our stuff?
Who's pushing buttons? Well, technically, we have other people in here, too.
Well, yeah. On like Wednesdays?
No, on the weekend.
Yeah, on the weekends. Yeah. Well, today's Thursday. Nobody should have messed up.
Well, you just said who's missing. I'm like, we have other people in there, too. Yeah.
All right. Well, Casey got it done. I mean, putting him
Nicely
through the ringer
done,
right
Casey.
now. And by the way, this is not a good way to welcome Eddy Alvarez into the show. I mean, we're all messed up, Eddy. I mean, it's like we got a bad warm-up to start the show. We're off to a slow start in the first inning. My goodness. Thanks for joining us, man, all the way from Durham. How you doing?
I'm good. There were some technical difficulties over there. I thought I was going to have to talk with Austin the whole time.
Yeah, I didn't want you to have to do do that. So I wanted to get
at the same time, I think it would have been fun, but that's just me.
It would have been fun.
Yeah, man.
You're toying with the MMA life now.
Yeah, absolutely. True? Yes, sir. That's very true. That's very true. Absolutely.
I was thinking of this, Eddy, and thanks for joining us and jumping on. We've been trying to get you, I know, since you came back from Tokyo, but to go in the Winter Olympics and the Summer Olympics, and I'm thinking this coming in. I say there are some folks you talk to in our business, in our industry, that I always say, hey, you sit on the front porch when you're like 70-something years old and you tell your grandkids, hey, back then I either played this or did this, and I get to co-host with Austin. He played in the NFL. He's an MMA fighter. He's got like one of the most unique resumes you'll ever find. I mean, he drove Uber before he did this show, And now we're talking to you, and you're only the third American, I think, in history to participate in the Winter Games and the Summer Games. Congratulations, man. That's pretty awesome. How was it?
Oh, it was incredible. I mean, just to be a part of this elite group that I'm a part of now, I mean, I know that there are a bunch of athletes like Austin that deserve just as much credit as I do because, I just so happen to be lucky enough to, somehow fall into two sports that had the potential of being Olympic sports. So I'm honored to be a part of this group. I'm honored to be mentioned with some of the greatest athletes that ever walked this planet. I mean, it's been a whirlwind of emotions, man.
First of all, I appreciate you putting me in the same category as yourself, but I mean, set aside from playing for the Jaguars, never really having a successful season, and then getting knocked out on national television, dude, you have me beat by a long shot in terms of winning some medals at the Olympics. To you, because obviously we talk about speed skating and we talk about baseball, what medal meant more?
You know, I've been asked that question once, and it had me thinking a while of, you know, which one meant more. And, you know, although they're both very, very special, you know, I'm going to have to give the credit a little bit more towards the speed skating one because of the amount of sacrifice that my parents had to make, you know, being from Florida. And you don't hear many South Floridians on the ice much. So, you know, the journey, being an Olympic athlete is all we have to look for is the Olympics. And baseball is a little different. You know, it's a mainstream sport that we get to play every day in the course of our season. And, you know, once we get to the big leagues, it's, you know, everyday attention. So, but once in the Olympic world, you get one opportunity every 4 years, and then it just kind of goes away. So, you know, to be able to bring it all together and come back home with a silver medal in skating, we'll probably have to take the cake on which one means more.
Eddie, obviously, you know, when you captured the medal for speed skating, I believe it was part of a relay team, correct?
Right.
Yeah,
it was.
but still, I mean, you know, you think it's speed skating, it's still more of an individual sport than, you know, baseball obviously being one of the ultimate team sports. Did you find that there was more pressure on you in the speed skating realm than there was in baseball?
So yeah, because at the end of the day, it's, you know, you're kind of controlling your own destiny. And it's funny because in the world of short track speed skating, it's an unpredictable sport. So you can be the absolute strongest, the absolute fastest out on the ice, and, you know, you hit a block and it's game over for you. But I did compete in every distance, individually and the team event. You know, I had bad luck, and I had some silly mistakes as skating individually, but I was able to put it together. So yeah, there's a little bit of different pressure, but at the same time, I don't know. I felt more pressure stepping up to the plate this go around than I did at the 2014 Olympics skating.
That's wild. Eddy Alvarez with us here on Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690. I know you got batting practice and a game tonight, so really do appreciate taking a few minutes as you're back in the States. Has this been hard to process and kind of settle back in? You got a ton of interview requests, I'm sure. All your teammates are asking about it. I mean, you just did something, man, that few have ever done. Has it been hard to settle back into the baseball?
It's been a little harder to settle back into this time zone over here, to be honest. Just kind of jumping back into it. But, you know, I've had unbelievable support from my teammates, my family, my friends, this organization, the Marlins. You know, it's been easy coming back and settling in the sense of, you know, everyone just supports me, and it's been absolutely incredible to share the stories. So I'm enjoying my time, man. I know these moments come once in a lifetime, and I'm just trying to do my best to slow time down. You know, my son's going to turn a year already, which is crazy to think about. And, you know, I feel like this whole season in general, I blinked and it's going to be over soon.
Absolutely. Well, relishing all of it, and it's good perspective to have that it does go pretty quick. So everybody specializes in sports now. How did you grow up playing baseball and speed skating? I mean, the closest thing I've ever done to speed skating would be like, you know, in the gym. Sometimes you do speed skaters, and it's always kind of cool. It takes me a little bit actually to figure it out, but once I get it, it's kind of fun. I mean, how did you manage both, and really, who tipped you off on the speed skating stuff?
Yeah, so I come from a Cuban background. I'm first generation American. My entire family, my grandparents, my parents came over from Cuba. So I knew baseball was going to be a part of my life. My brother played it. You know, every family member basically played it. All my friends played it, especially growing up in Miami, which is like a mecca for baseball. So I always knew baseball was going to be a part of my life. And skating, you know, I just so happened to grow up in the 90s going to South Beach. And back in those days, it was the cool thing to put on some rollerblades your cassette player or Walkman, and just kind of cruise the streets. And I basically got scouted just by chance. Someone told me I should try the sport of speed skating, and I knew I wanted to become an Olympic athlete at a very young age, so I had to switch over to the ice because that was the only hope I had.
Wild.
Eddie, was there a party that wanted to play hockey, or was it always going to be speed skating?
Every day of my life, I've wanted to play hockey. It was my mother who did not let me play hockey. But it would my athletic career would be a lot simpler if I were just to play hockey. If you put speed skating and baseball together, you get a little hockey baby, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's true. Eddie, I mean, let's just get you on the Iceman just for fun. Would your contract allow you to do that?
I mean, if you guys can contact the Florida Panthers for me, I'll be more than happy to do a little tryout.
That is so cool, man. I mean, it's pretty awesome. We have a lot of local ties now. You have a teammate, Fishman, who played, and obviously Caleb Dressel and Ryan Murphy, and DeGrasse, actually, one of the fastest guys in the world, trains here at the University of North Florida. Did you see them over there in Tokyo? Did you interact with them? Do you know them? Obviously, you know your teammate.
Yeah, it's funny because being in the village, all USA athletes, primarily all the USA athletes, were all in the Olympic Village. So I got to hang out with Dressel and talk with him a little bit, and it's just crazy when you see these guys on TV. They're like superheroes, but when you meet them in real life, and you're just kind of like in the same category as them. They're just normal dudes and chicks. Excuse my language. I know that's probably not what we should say, but these are just normal people, and everything that's going on right now with like the mental health and things like Simone Biles. It makes so much sense, and it kind of I'm lucky enough to witness it firsthand. That these are just normal people. They have problems just like everyone else. So it's really cool. I'm so happy I got to see their success through this journey, and it's great to be a part of Team USA with them too, man.
Eddie, of everything that you accomplished, maybe the coolest thing that you can add to your resume per se is the fact that you were a flag bearer for the Olympics. What was that like? How did that process come about? Did they come up to you and just say, hey, you're going to do it? Did they vote? What is that process like, and how did you feel doing it?
Man, there was like a whole selection process that took like a month or at least a few weeks, and I got I was mentioned by our CEO of Team USA Baseball, Paul Seiler, who mentioned that my NGB, which is the baseball team, voted me to be the flag bearer. So then I basically got chosen to go into this selection pool, and right before we left for the Olympics, we had a little camp in Cary, North Carolina, where the whole team met up, and Todd Frazier had kind of brought the group together, and let everyone know that I was going to be the flag bearer. And I tell you, I lost it because there's a lot of sacrifice. This kind of, for me, solidifies the journey that it was all worth it. And just to be able to represent my city, my family, my culture, all of baseball, really, because I'm the first baseball player ever to do it. It was such an honor, and man, what a privilege.
Eddie, in terms of your accomplishments so far, I mean, we went over a couple of them, and it's super impressive. Obviously the book of you, there's still many chapters to write. Where you sit right now, coming back from Tokyo, playing for the Shrimp again, what does that next chapter look like? Is the goal now to get back to the majors, or what are you looking to accomplish now?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as the Olympics were over, that's kind of a conversation I've had with a few of the upstairs bosses. The goal is to get back to the majors, as it's everyone's goal here in the minors to do so. So I'm just going to enjoy every day, every moment. Honestly, right now, everything feels like such a blessing to be able to come to a ballpark every day. All I've ever known is to be an athlete, and the fact that I, get to do that and on the wrong side of 30. It's an honor, and I'm just so happy I get to play this game every day.
Eddy Alvarez with the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. I know you probably got to get rolling, but do you sense the pride of everybody? Listen, I don't even know you, man, but I love having you on the show, and I love the fact that you play for the Shrimp, and you got this guy making history. I can imagine back in Cuba. I can imagine in South Florida, your teammates everywhere. I don't even know if you speed skate anymore. I mean, all the people that do you sense everybody's kind of level of pride? And, hey, man, that's my man Eddy Alvarez doing all that.
Oh man, it's funny because my phone's been blowing up, and I'm trying to get around to replying to text messages and DMs and whatnot. But just this journey took an army of people, and this definitely felt like more than just a personal achievement. It's a lot more than that. I know it has a big significance to the city of Miami, to my culture. But also people that have sacrificed just as much as I have. So, I'm trying to do my best and be the best person that I can be.
Well, you're doing a heck of a job of it. I know we got to get you going, but while you were away, the Shrimp have played pretty well, man. You guys trying to chase down Durham. Tough one last night. Heck, it was almost an awesome one last night. But do you feel like this team's playing pretty good ball?
Unbelievable ball. The pool of talent in this squad is unbelievable. The Marlins really outdone themselves to put the squad together here in Jacksonville. So, bright future ahead for the Marlins.
Hey, man, when everything settles back down, come join us again, will you?
One for sure. And Eddy, keep in mind, man, one of my best sports as a kid was hockey. So I grew up playing hockey. The Icemen have asked me to come play for their minor league team. So if you're ever on the Jacksonville area, you want to skate sometime, man, maybe we can both make it to the NHL together. Hold each other accountable.
Absolutely. We'll throw in a little sparring session there, too, all right?
All right, done, man. Yeah. You got a deal.
Not me, Eddy. I'll just throw you BP, man, or a fungo or something, all right? That's it.
Underhand toss.
Thanks, man. Good luck tonight.
All right, have a good one, guys. Thanks for having me on.
You bet. That's Eddy Alvarez, which is cool on a game day. I'm taking some time. Can you imagine the requests he's got?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
back.
I don't know, one of 3 athletes ever to accomplish that feat. Like, yeah, I'm sure he's.
Just think, like, the resume is even bigger than that. Like, you brought up, he was the flag bearer for the United States. I mean, that is a big honor. I know it kind of is. I don't even think we have the full grasp of what that really means, but he mentioned it. He broke down once he learned of that and just became very emotional about it. So there's a lot of pride in being able to do that. And then you add the Olympic Games and how many people have been able to do that in the Olympic Games. The number even shrinks more and more. But the guy made it to the big leagues. I mean, he's played, what was it, Casey, a dozen games or so for the Marlins, I think, in the big leagues. I mean, the resume is incredible. And what an odd duo of sports, too, right? Speed skating and baseball. Really cool. Plus, he's got great perspective on it.
For sure, man. Great attitude, great everything. It's awesome.
So hopefully he does well down the stretch. You can listen to the Shrimp tonight. They are playing Durham. They scored like 6 runs last night in the 9th inning. They were down 5-0. And then they gave up a run. They went to extra innings, and then they got walked off. I mean, it was an incredible game. Unfortunately, the Shrimp are on the wrong side of it. But they really have been playing good baseball. And I think they're like 6 games or so back of Durham right now for the division lead. So maybe they can make one final push over the last month of the year. They're on the road. They'll be back home soon enough. So when they do get back home, go check out Eddy Alvarez. You might want to try to flag him down for an autograph or something because
you better, man. Something. Yeah, that dude's the real deal.
I didn't ask him that. What I should do, I should ask our buddy Martin from Palm Beach Autographs.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if he fully would know this, but I would imagine like he'll be doing shows, like card shows or autograph shows or something around the Olympics for years and years to come, for decades, right? Because of the fact that he did that in 2014 in the Winter Olympics and did this obviously in this Olympics in Tokyo. And my point being is like he doesn't have to be Caleb Dressel, like decorated with 5 golds. But I would think just the unique nature of what he's accomplished would make him like be signing his name for a long time to come.
No, I mean you've put yourself in a very rarefied air of athletes. So yeah, I mean I think. He's cemented himself as one of the best athletes of all time in U.S. Olympic history. So, yeah, I think there's going to be always a demand for his autograph.
Yeah, pretty wild. Good job, Casey, getting Eddy Alvarez on. Thanks to the Jumbo Shrimp. And, again, you can listen to the Jumbo Shrimp game tonight right here on ESPN 690. Big series against the Durham Bulls. Brent Martineau, Austin Lane. So I was kind of just killing time at the top. So the goose chase continues. Is that the moral of the story there?
Yeah, the goose chase is continuing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I'm pulling out of the parking lot after TV, and I see some guy on a motorcycle in a helmet. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that Austin?
Yeah.
He's back.
I had to do a spot. Yeah, I had to quick do a spot.
Oh, you had to come back? Oh, come back and record something?
Yeah.
And then I tried to flag you down, and then I couldn't find you.
Well, see, here's the thing. I didn't know if it was you or John Bachman, because you had those windows tinted, so I couldn't tell who was inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I get a lot of like TMZ pictures taken. So
for sure. I know, I understand it. It's all good. It's sunny.
But anyway, it was really wild to me because we were talking about the motorcycle yesterday. And then I saw you, and I was like, that's such an odd scene to me right now, seeing you on a motorcycle. But
Take
then
it all in.
just because it's so different, right? You're just not expecting it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that's pretty cool. But you still didn't bring the dang thing today.
Well, no, because I brought it this morning.
Oh, you did this morning.
It said it was going to rain.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's afternoon in Florida.
But like, I go off the weather.
It probably will. I probably wouldn't risk that either.
Okay.
Do you want us to put the ESPN tent out over a
That'd
parking
be great,
lot
actually.
and then just save it for you?
That would be money. Because even in the sun, sometimes it can chip the paint a little bit. So let's set that up at all times for me.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Have one like covered spot.
Who do we talk to about that?
By the way, you should cover the motorcycle, but I'd probably cover that Corvette out there too.
Whoever's got
that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good looking.
That's the I don't know.
Corvette, right?
I gotta put him on blast, but yeah, it's a nice Corvette. Yeah.
It's totally different.
Engine's in the back, by the way.
Yeah. That's good.
Yep.
All right. We'll be back. Let's get to some football. Nice little break in the action talking to Eddy Alvarez to start the show. That was a lot of fun. And if you missed any of it, you can check it out on the Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690 podcast. Some Jags talk coming up next on ESPN 690.
Now, the First Alert forecast on ESPN 690.
A7 on the weather meter. It will take some time for us to cool down this evening. Our skies will become mostly clear with temperatures overnight dropping down into the mid-70s. Friday, partly to mostly sunny with a few afternoon showers and storms, highs in the low 90s. We'll have that similar theme for your Saturday with partly sunny skies, a few scattered showers in the afternoon with highs in the low 90s. And that's your forecast. I'm Action News Jax meteorologist Alyssa Pedgick.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beards Diamonds, where for a limited time, get 0% financing for 5 years, only at Beards Diamonds.
This is Mayor Lenny Curry, and I want to encourage you to get a COVID-19 vaccine. Right now, our local hospitals are seeing an influx of COVID-19 patients, and the unvaccinated are experiencing the most severe symptoms. Rest assured, COVID-19 vaccines have received and continue to undergo the most intensive safety monitoring in U.S. history. Protect yourself and your Jacksonville neighbors and get vaccinated. This message is brought to you by the doctors of the Duval County Medical Society.
You work hard for that car or truck you're driving, so take care of it with the best car wash around. It's Prime Car Wash. That's where I take my truck. Full service interior, full service exterior. Speed and service just for you. If you need to wait in style. There's spacious lounges, child-friendly lounges, Wi-Fi, and Starbucks coffee, so you can get some work done. Prime Car Wash has 2 locations, Beach Boulevard and San Jose. Give it a try. Get a membership. Your vehicle deserves the best. You deserve the best. Prime Car Wash. Clean inside, clean outside.
At Tire Outlet, we're committed to providing our customers with professional and honest automotive recommendations. Don't believe us? Check out our reviews online and see why we're Jacksonville's preferred automotive shop.
Great guys to work with, always very helpful and affordable.
With 12 locations across Northeast Florida, Tire Outlet can help keep you and your family safe on the road, wherever you are.
Wholesale prices, premium service, Tire Outlet.
Anyone can talk like they're a big dog, but few actually walk the talk. We're not the only plumbing company claiming same-day water heater service. In fact, a lot of customers have called us after other companies failed to come through on their same-day service talk. Fortunately, Griffin Service delivers. We eat big dogs for lunch. And we fix what others can't. Some of that's knowing the science, engineering, and craft of AC and plumbing better than the Bubbas, but it's also better planning. The key to actually doing same-day water heater replacement is having water heaters in stock and ready to go. And that's what we do. Gas, electric, tank, tankless, we got them all in stock and ready to roll for you. So if you want to avoid the bait and switch turd bucket tactics of the Bubbas, or if you discover you're in the middle of an all talk, no walk situation with a wannabe, well, you know who to call, right?
GriffinService.com.
CMC 1250-697.
We are into that travel, baseball, and softball season now for the kids, and with that, we need a reliable car, and we need folks that are tremendous at customer service just in case we need their help. Well, the place to go is Fields Auto Group. That's what we did. My wife loves leasing her Cadillac XT6 from Fields Cadillac, part of the Fields Auto Group. It's safe. We can trust Fields Auto Group, and hey, it's luxury for less while you're on the road. Fields Cadillac Jacksonville and St. Augustine are part of the Fields Auto Group family. There's also Jaguar, Land Rover, Lexus, Mercedes-Benz, and Porsche. It's luxury for less at all Fields Auto Group locations in Jacksonville. Plus, you'll also be part of their exclusive Fields Amenities program, where you get complimentary loaners, car washes, and cafes. We've tried the loaner program, gone in for routine service, and every experience with Fields Auto Group has been first class. Whatever you're driving, see Fields and step up to luxury for less. Check out their locations around Jacksonville. Just visit fieldsauto.com.
I love football and I love chicken wings. Hey, this is Brent Martineau. We are a lot alike, right? You love football and you love wings. Let's win the week with Extreme Wings Sports Grill. 4 locations in Jacksonville, Atlantic Boulevard, Ocean Way, 210 in St. Johns County, and the new location on Roosevelt Boulevard near NAS Jax, serving up the freshest, never frozen, world famous extreme hot wings to Jacksonville since 1999. We like football. We like wings. We love a good deal. To celebrate the grand opening of the Extreme Wings Roosevelt location, get 6 wings, French fries, and a drink for just $12.99. 6 wings, French fries, and a drink, just $12.99 at the new Roosevelt location. Dine in during football season, and you have a chance to win tickets to the next home game. Active military gets special discounts. Jalapeno Ranch, Caribbean Jerk, Spicy Blue Cheese, Lemon Pepper, so many flavors to choose from, and of course, they can make them extreme if you want. Plenty of space at Extreme Wing Sports Grill locations. If you're looking for a place for the entire team, try Extreme Wing Sports Grill. I love it. You'll love it. 4 locations in Jacksonville, including Roosevelt Boulevard near NAS Jax.
ESPN 690 is home for the Florida Sportsman Fishing Show hosted by Captain Rick Riles. Tune in every Saturday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. to find out what's biting now. Fishing so fresh, you can almost smell it.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Austin Lane from Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690. Smart speakers are becoming part of everyday life, so why not use it to listen to the radio? Tell Alexa, Google Home, or any other speaker to play ESPN 690. Give it a shot weekday afternoons from 3 to 6.
We appreciate all the support over the years of our Action Sports Shack Stream 18. Almost $200,000 raised for local charities. We want you to be a part of this year's edition of the Action Sports Shack Stream 18 Golf Tournament. It'll be September 20th at the Golf Club at Southampton, brought to you by Cadillac. Come check it out. Be a part of it. Get a foursome, a tea sponsor. Maybe get your business involved. Go to actionsportsshacks.dream18.com. Help give back to local charities that support junior golf and also the local military. Action Sports Shack, stream18.com.
It always helps to have really good players. You know, I mean, I can go back to Amon Green, Chester Taylor, you know, Adrian Peterson, Marshawn. I mean, had some really good backs. So I feel like we're really solid in that area here. I mean, James had a great season last year. Obviously, we added Carlos Hyde, who I think is going to be a really important piece of the puzzle for us, as well as Travis Etienne. So we're strong in that room. We're strong in the offensive line. So, you know, I think that bodes well for us.
That's Darrell Bevel. He, of course, is the offensive coordinator of the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's going to make all those guys play well. Call the right plays. He's got a lot in the running back room. I think he should like the running back room. He just told you once again something that we told you the last couple of days, is that Carlos Hyde's going to have an impact on this football team. He's going to be part of the game plans. And I think the Jags have to be a little bit careful with James Robinson, not to forget about him. And sure, they're not going to forget about it. They'll give him the ball. But do you give him enough? What is enough? What is that balance between Etienne, Hyde, and James Robinson? We don't know that yet. I don't even think they can answer that quite yet. But they have to find that rhythm, that balance, and to get the best out of James Robinson, the most productive player on this team a year ago. Brent Martineau, Austin Lane, Casey, back here on a Thursday. Action Sports Shacks on ESPN 690. Jags had the day off yesterday. They now have moved their schedule, which kind of indicates like, yeah, camp's kind of over. I mean, this is more like a regular season schedule. And although camp might not technically be over, the slide in the schedule dictates that a little bit, or at least indicates it. And you're talking about a hot one. The last 2 days have been really hot. I like it hot, so I don't complain. But, I mean, there's sometimes a different level of hot, and today was that. So I think somebody said 109 or 110 feel like temperatures out there. The Jags were practicing this afternoon.
Save it till September. Save it till September.
So, I mean,
teams come in here and start wilting.
That just beats down on you, and you better drink up, right? Pedialyte special today.
Where are you now on the whole teams wilting thing, the first game of a Jaguars home game? Are you not buying into that conspiracy theory, or are you on board now? Because you were kind of back and forth.
Yeah, I just don't think – I still am not I understand it kind of like Denver. Right, Denver will be very interesting because Denver comes over and they don't have that. I mean, they've got kind of nice crisp air,
but they have elevation though.
They have elevation, but they don't have this heat. It's totally different. Is my point. Like you don't experience this heat at all. So Denver will be interesting. The problem I have with this at times, and I know we've debated this, is the fact that Jags just haven't been very good enough to know if that's why that's helping them or not. Like, have they pulled enough upsets here at home in September and beaten people here at home? And I just don't know if the answer to that is yes. I think you could go back. I remember it was a hot day when the Jags beat the Patriots in that September after the AFC Championship game. Yeah. That was hot, like really hot, record high kind of hot.
Yep.
And
now,
so
beat the Colts, their only win
last year.
At home.
That was a home game to start.
First game of the season.
But I don't even think it was that hot.
Oof, I mean, it had to be a little toasty, right?
I don't recall it being like stifling hot, but that may be just for us. So again, that's
well. I mean, we're in the press box.
We just Well, actually,
I wasn't.
You weren't.
I wasn't.
You were on your couch.
I was in the
AC. So we just brought up 2 games over the last 3 years. But I'm talking. If I go back to 2008, since I've been here. I just don't know if that has played out that way. I don't feel like, and I don't know how much, like, is it a point? Is it a field goal? Is it 5 points? Like, I don't know what the heat gives you.
Shout out to NFLweather.com because I can go back and tell you what the weather was like last year for that Colts game. Temperature was 86, humid and mostly cloudy, felt like 96. 72% humidity.
That's pretty hot. I mean, there have been worse days.
Oh, but I mean, come on, man. That's pretty hot.
But that is still pretty hot. Yeah. And that's a team that plays indoors, too, you know.
In the good old Midwest.
Well, I will say this, though. You've been up the Midwest. The Midwest is hot in August, too. Now, the humidity's not like this.
Brand, I've told the story before. Kansas City couldn't hold a candle to the training camp in Jacksonville.
You know what's really interesting is you hear Urban Meyer talk about it a lot, and he says, he's like, this isn't Gainesville. This isn't Gainesville. Then the other day, he actually had a tough time. It was like a week and a half ago. He had a tough time with the heat. Like, he was worn out after practice. Admittedly, he said, that was Gainesville hot.
Yeah,
like
he felt
like there was a difference between Gainesville hot and Jacksonville hot.
That was Gainesville. I like that.
Yeah. So I don't know how much of a difference it makes. But I will say, I think a team like Denver, I feel like it might. The problem is the Jags just haven't been – I just don't know if they've been good enough over time to know. Do you know how you did? Do you remember, like, in September home games, like when in your career?
I mean, I remember opening game against the Tennessee Titans. We beat them. I think that was back in 2012. 2011, I don't know.
The Titans were bad then, too, back then.
Okay.
They were. For the most part. I don't know if they were specifically that year, but it's not like they were this kind of Titans good for those with a short memory.
I mean, they went 9-7.
Okay, so that was probably a good year for them.
Pretty good year, yeah.
They had bad seasons around that, probably.
Yeah. I don't remember, though.
You don't?
No.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and find that. I wonder if what the thing – I'm sure there's a note out there for the – once the regular season starts.
Yeah.
Like if the feel like temperature's above 94, the Jags are X record.
Yeah.
But it's not celebrated enough for me to – like, it's not locked in my brain, which means it's probably not that good.
I'm just telling you, like, I think it is. Just from from what I remember. Because I remember when we played the Tennessee – so, like, for instance, regular season 2000 and this would have been 10. We played Denver in Jacksonville. We beat them. Next year, we played Tennessee in Jacksonville. We beat them. 2012, who did we play? We played the Texans and got stomped.
Okay.
But Houston practices outside, don't they?
Sometimes. They actually, they have a bubble across the street. I think they go into that quite a bit, too.
Okay. But Houston's a pretty humid spot.
Houston can be hot.
Yeah.
In fact, the new public relations director or media relations director for the Jags, Amy Palcic, she came from Houston. I asked her that. Yeah. Actually, I said, is it hotter here or hotter there? She's like,
it's a different kind of hot, but she felt it was even hotter in Houston.
All I remember is when we played Tennessee, September 11th, 2011. One of the last points from Jack Del Rio was, hey, we're going to, because we had the choice of what jersey we wanted to wear. So we wore our white jerseys, and we made Tennessee go in like their dark blues.
Yeah.
And Del Rio even said, he's like, we're going to make these guys wilt. They're wearing their dark jerseys. They can't handle this heat. And by the time the fourth quarter hits, they're not going to know what to do. And you know what? He was right.
He was right.
He was right.
Yeah. Here's my hesitation when we have these conversations. I believe this does work at Mile High. I believe that is so unique, and there's only one of them. Like, there are other, you go play Miami and Tampa, and again, you can play some different weather spots where it's hot. You can play different weather spots where it's cold. You can't play you can't play a spot like Denver. It is unique to everything else.
Sure.
But I also have seen the Jags go up to Pittsburgh a couple of times in like freezing cold weather or wherever else and do well.
Yeah,
and
but
so
like
why did they do well in that?
Because you can still breathe in the cold weather. Like, so cold weather, yeah, you're going to be chilly and maybe you're going to be hesitant to hit somebody. But when we talk about humidity and what it does to your body, like it takes sweat out, it takes your nutrients out, and you start cramping up, and it can affect your performance. I just think more cold is more mental than anything.
Mentality.
Yeah, it's more mental than anything. The heat and the humidity, I mean, that's physical.
Okay, speaking of mentalities, I mean, are we... I love my media friends.
Okay.
But are we seriously getting too wrapped up in the whole Trevor Minshew not named yet? Where do you fall on this? Do you think the fans fall in line with if you're watching a reaction coming out of a news conference on a Thursday morning where still first-team reps or split reps or competition brewing or the depth chart or Trevor Lawrence or Gardner Minshew.
Sure.
It's like everybody's up in arms, it feels like. And I say everybody. I don't know if everyone to a man is. I just kind of see that it start taking shape on Twitter and everywhere else. And it's like we're so annoyed by it. You know, I just don't find myself annoyed by it. I don't find this to be that problematic. I don't think this is going to make or break or shape the season. The fact that Trevor Lawrence hasn't been named the starting quarterback.
I get what you're saying. Let me ask you this question then. What is the competitive advantage right now by not naming a starting quarterback? What is the competitive advantage by not naming the starting quarterback going into preseason game number 2 when you only have 3 of them?
Competitive advantage, I don't think there is.
Well, then there you go.
Okay.
So then what are we talking about? Because I can name like 5 things why it would be a competitive advantage if you name Trevor Lawrence right now.
Go then.
Okay, number 1, it's going to set a precedent for leadership in your locker room. Number 2, it's going to allow you to get ready for the first game of the season against Houston in terms of how you go about the game plan. Number 3, it's going to help your scout team get ready for Houston in terms of Gardner Minshew is going to be the backup or Jake Luton, whoever the case is going to be, but it's going to help your scout team, venture out there. Number 4, it's going to help Gardner Minshew or CJ Beathard in terms of, is there going to be trade value? Where do these players stand? Do teams approach you about it? And number 5, I mean, it's the obvious choice.
Yeah, and so maybe that's where I rest number 5, that it's such an obvious choice that I think everybody knows, right?
But what about 1 through 4? In terms of competitive advantages.
Okay, so I'm just going to play the devil's advocate here, and I'm not saying I even am arguing for this to happen. I'm just arguing for everybody not to lose their wits about them because it hasn't been named. I'd say the whole locker room leadership stuff, you know where I fall on that. I explained this last week where kind of point number 5 echoes point number 1. I think everybody in that locker room knows Trevor's going to be the guy. I think they've known that since April. I don't think that's changing if you last week or this week named Trevor the starter and he's taking all the first-team reps. I don't think it is. I mean, maybe I could be wrong. The other thing that I play that I think I'm trying to think like Urban here and say, why are you doing this? Then why are you being hesitant? Well, I think it's twofold. And then it will spin into a third thing. But one is he told Gardner Minshew that he was going to give him every opportunity to compete for the job. That's clear. Gardner said that, and he appreciated that at the news conference, at least, that last time we talked to Gardner, that he's given him the opportunity. Now, has he given him enough opportunity? I think you could say yes. But he told the player that he was going to give him opportunity to compete, and I think he's trying to showcase the fact that he's going to give him time to compete. And he might be seeing some things that as he gives him a chance to compete, it's bringing even more and more internally out of a guy like Trevor Lawrence. He kind of likes the way Trevor's headed because Gardner's still kind of, got a chance here and is battling for it and making him work for it.
The other part of it, in my estimation, is just the total competition part. Winners and losers and competition, and coaches do this. This is at any level. This is why I kind of go to like, hey, have we ever played on a team before? Coaches preach competition. And when you preach competition, especially when you're a new coach, then you open that competition up for everybody to compete. The offensive linemen, the wide receivers. Is Walker Little going to beat out Cam Robinson? Is Damian Wilson going to beat out Joe Schobert? Well, yes, he was going to. Who's going to win the secondary job? Jared Wilson, Josh Jones, Andre Sisco? Who knows? So if you're opened up all of those guys, well, then what's it tell your team if you don't open it up to a rookie QB and a guy who's won a few games in the NFL? And so I think he's concerned about that element of it. Maybe overly concerned, but I think he's concerned about that.
But there's a double standard between a future captain and Trevor Lawrence and some guys right now that we're not sure of.
I agree with that.
Like,
I'd be okay with that.
I think people have a right to question it, because just like I questioned playing 2 games in London, does it help you or hurt you? I think right now, if you don't name your starting quarterback before the second preseason game, I think it does more harm than good.
All right, 2 other things. The one I think it spins into is if there is any opportunity to trade Minshew at some point, I think by him being competitive for this number 1 job, you're showcasing to the rest of the league, hey, he must be having a good camp. We think highly of him. We value him. He might be worth something.
If we know Trevor's going to be the starting quarterback, if the guys in the locker room know he's going to be the starting quarterback, don't you think scouts and GMs around the league know Trevor's going to be the starting quarterback?
I think they do, too.
Yeah.
Last one. You said something about your top 5. You said you could start game planning and get ready for Houston.
Yeah.
I don't know if that starts yet. Wouldn't that start like probably next week? And that's why it's not important that he hasn't named them yet?
Well, it started for every team that I've been on. It started the second to last preseason game. But now there's only 3 preseason games, so I don't know if you want to tinker with that a little bit. But I just think that it helps in terms of game planning and getting ready to go.
All right, well, they're still battling out. In fact, Gardner Minshew taking some first-team reps today. Now, that I'm still a bit surprised about. You can put the or on the depth chart. You can say it's open, not name the guy.
But it's hard to justify it saying, he was still in competition if he's not taking first-string reps.
Yeah. I one other thing that I think it's far-fetched, but I'm going to ask you it anyway when we come back. Action Sports Jacks on ESPN 690.
With your Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp update, I'm Casey Kurtz. With just a 5.5 game lead in the standings, the Durham Bulls played host to the Shrimp last night at Durham Bulls Athletic Park. In the early going, it was all Durham, as they took a 5-0 lead to the ninth. But they don't call them the Cardiac Shrimp for nothing. The Shrimp loaded the bases in the ninth, and Nick Fortes took one for the team, making the score 5-1. Eddy Alvarez then walked, making it 5-2, and Dustin Fowler came to the plate.
First offering home, and Fowler swings, lifts one in the air over the third baseman and into left field, a base hit. Harrison in to score. Right behind him comes Fortes. It's a 2-run single for Dustin Fowler, and the Jumbo Shrimp are within 1 here in the 9th inning.
Corey Bird then tied the game on an infield single, bringing up Lewin Diaz.
Bases loaded, 2 gone, the 3-0. Inside ball 4, Jumbo Shrimp in front.
The Shrimp took a 6-5 lead to the bottom of the inning, but the Bulls didn't quit either. A Rene Pinto home run tied the game, and we went to extras. An Eddy Alvarez safety squeeze gave the Shrimp a lead. However, they couldn't hold it.
The 1-0 from Bellotti. High fly ball hit pretty well. This is way back into right field. Fowler turns around. This is a game-winning walk-off 2-run home run for Josh Lowe.
A crazy game ends in a Durham Bulls 8-7 victory. The Shrimp and Bulls are back at it tonight. First pitch is set for 6:35 and can be heard right here on ESPN 690 Radio and our Facebook page, ESPN 690 Jacks. This has been a Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp update.
Keep climbing.
It's intercepted. Picked off of the 12. He will go down. He finds the promised land. Touchdown FSU.
This is your home for FSU football.
Outside the numbers to the 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. It's a touchdown Florida State. Intercepted. Picked off of the 33-yard line. Noles win. Noles win.
Catch live coverage of the Seminoles all season long. Right here on your home for Florida State football.
Sponsored by Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. Happy football season. Oh, it's so good to have it back. What do you say we get a pint? You can do that at Culhane's Irish Pub all football season at Atlantic Beach in the South Side. 2 locations. TVs to watch your favorite teams like the Georgia Bulldogs. Fish and chips. Shepherd's pie. Plenty of food and drink while you watch football. Go today for lunch or dinner. Eat in, order out. Culhane'sIrishPub.com and try the new Five Sisters Vodka at happy hour. 2 locations. Atlantic Beach and South Side. Culhane's Irish Pub. Irish sass with 5 Star Class.
Is your home not feeling very new anymore? Sick of that pink bathroom tile, popcorn ceilings, a stove older than you are? Whether it's repairs or reno, finance it smart with a Honeydew HELOC from 1-to-1 Financial, Jacksonville's hometown credit union, where you can borrow up to 90% of your home's appraised value. You've got good taste, but your block counters ain't cheap. So get to work and open a Honeydew HELOC with 1-to-1 Financial. When you do, we'll send you a free handyman tool set to get started. Apply online at 121fcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Are you a recent high school graduate who hasn't made up their mind about what they want to do for their career? Or possibly you're already working, but you're stuck in a dead-end job? If so, then I'm here to tell you about J-Tech. J-Tech is a local school that offers hands-on essential career training. Have you heard about the massive increase in online ordering since the pandemic started? That means that more people are needed who can service diesel trucks. Diesel technology is an important part of the transportation industry, and qualified diesel technicians play a huge role in keeping that industry moving. At J-Tech, they're helping to meet the demand for skilled diesel technicians by offering a 91 credit hour ASE-based diesel technology program. This program is going to help you give you the hands-on skills and confidence needed to launch a successful career in diesel technology. To learn more about J-Tech, visit jtech.org or call them at 904-483-9460. Ask for Hank to set up an appointment to tour the campus or get your questions answered. That's 904-483-9460 or visit jtech.org.
Temperatures keep climbing and hotter weather means your body needs more water. Stay hydrated. CGC Water Treatment wants to make sure the water you and your family drink is cleaner, healthier, and tastes great. It starts with the Connecticut system, proudly made in America and installed by the pros CGC Water. Not sure about your water? Call CGC. They'll analyze your water for free. I haven't had to worry about my water since I got mine installed because Connecticut systems remove up to 99% of the contaminants. If you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Connecticut makes the world's most efficient softeners, non-electric twin tanks that use less salt and water during regeneration. Save up to $500 on select softener and RO systems this month. Financing available with approved credit. Call CGC Water at 904-552-1242. Call and ask about Conway Club, the new service program that will save you money on salt, filters, delivery, parts, and labor. Tell them Brent sent you and find out all the details and all the great ways you can save. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com, your local independent Connecticut dealer. I love football and I love chicken wings. Hey, this is Brent Martineau. We are a lot alike, right? You love football and you love wings. Let's win the week with Extreme Wings Sports Grill. 4 locations in Jacksonville, Atlantic Boulevard, Ocean Way, 210 in St. Johns County, and the new location on Roosevelt Boulevard near NAS Jax, serving up the freshest, never frozen, world-famous extreme hot wings to Jacksonville since 1999. We like football. We like wings. We love a good deal. To celebrate the grand opening of the Extreme Wings Roosevelt location, get 6 wings, French fries, and a drink for just $12.99. 6 wings, French fries, and a drink, just $12.99 at the new Roosevelt location. Dine in during football season, and you have a chance to win tickets to the next home game. Active military gets special discounts. Jalapeno Ranch, Caribbean Jerk, Spicy Blue Cheese, Lemon Pepper, so many flavors to choose from, and of course, they can make them extreme if you want. Plenty of space at Extreme Wing Sports Grill locations. If you're looking for a place for the entire team, try Extreme Wing Sports Grill. I love it. You'll love it. 4 locations in Jacksonville, including Roosevelt Boulevard near NAS Jax.
For the ones going above and beyond. For the ones reaching out, helping out, and lending a hand. For the ones people count on. You can count on Grainger. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Backed by 24/7 customer support and specialists to help with hard-to-find products. Because you've got everyone's back. We've got yours. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger. For the ones who get it done.
Listen to ESPN 690 anytime, anywhere, on any device. Whether you're at home or on the go, get the latest on the Jags, FSU, the Jumbo Shrimp, and Action Sports Jacks on Odyssey.com. That's AUDACY.com or on ESPN690.com.
Not at this moment, but it looks, I mean, probably is going to be Trevor, but we're still continuing to talk about it.
That's Darryl Bevel. Probably going to be Trevor. Listen, Trevor's starting on Monday. There, I said it.
Yeah, I had a burp coming on my bed.
Oh, you're all right.
And we're back. All right, how you doing? Sorry.
No problem. I mean, let us know all your issues.
Ate a little too fast. I like to keep people informed. You know, I'm transparent. That's what we do.
That's good.
That's what we do on the show.
I like it.
But, I'm going to be very shocked if Trevor Lawrence isn't starting against the Saints.
Yeah, me too. Cool. I do have one more question on the Minshew Trevor front, and that's got everybody freaking out just because they want to be happy and want Trevor to be named the starter.
Sure.
In my opinion. Because I do disagree with you. I don't really think there's a lot competitive that's going to change. Like, but I don't think if they name Trevor Lawrence the starting quarterback next Wednesday, as opposed to the last 2 weeks when everybody wanted him to be named, they win the game over Houston instead. I just don't see it. I don't believe in that.
I gave you 5 reasons why it's a competitive advantage. You haven't given me one why it's a competitive advantage not to name him the starter.
No, I said it's an internal advantage. I took it that tact. I can't tell you why it's a competitive advantage to keep it open.
Well, and that's like, when it comes to these decisions, that's all I'm worried about. You know, like, I get it. Maybe there's ego involved.Maybe there's coaching philosophies involved. You want to stay true to your guns. That's fantastic. All I'm concerned about when I'm breaking down decisions made by this team is it help you win or does it set you back a little bit? I think that in terms of a competitive advantage, not naming a starter right now, it doesn't do anything for you from that standpoint.
Yeah, well, and I do have one, by the way, and I'm going to ask that in a bit. Okay. Sometimes I believe the coaches, and they might get wrapped up in a lot. I mean, listen, I've said for decades that the coaches in the NFL, like, they think they're the CIA, you know, like they got all this classified information. It's freaking football. And Urban Meyer kind of said it last week. Why are we trying to be so vanilla? Let's just practice our stuff. So, and I'm sure he's been tried to be as secretive in the past on things too, you know? So, but I do believe coaches sometimes, especially a new coach, is really concerned about how the locker room reacts and how the locker room is seeing what you're doing. You know, from the Tebow thing to maybe this quarterback competition. And I'm not saying Urban's right, but there's a part of me that believes Urban knows everybody's watching about us saying winners and losers and competition, and I'm going to let you earn it. There's no subjectivity, all this stuff. And will they react differently if you don't do that same thing with the quarterback room? You know, I don't know. Again, I'm just wondering if that's one of the reasons why. And does that trump the whole competitive advantage or disadvantage kind of thing?
I mean, if that's the case, let's go ahead and take the red jerseys off Trevor Lawrence right now. And you can act like everybody else.
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean,
the quarterback is different. I get it.
It's a double, but everybody in that locker room knows it's different. You know, I mean, my very first training camp, you know, don't even think about breathing on Dave. Got it, coach. Won't do it. But I can breathe on everybody. I can tackle everybody else, but I can't even think about tackling Dave because that's just the way that it was. There's a double standard there.
There is. Okay, so here's my one theory of why it might be a competitive advantage to keep it open.
I'm all ears.
Is there any chance that Trevor Lawrence doesn't know the offense as well as Gardner Minshew? Minshew's been in a bunch of offenses. He's a smart guy. He knows how to adapt. And again, he's been doing this like the minute he got out of high school, you know, from college to college to college to now the NFL in a couple different offenses. Are they more comfortable with Gardner right now the way he knows the offense? Could that be the actual reason why this is still an open competition?
And who's going to help you win more? A Trevor Lawrence with 50% of the playbook or a Gardner Minshew with 100% of the playbook?
Fair. Who helped you practice the whole playbook if you can only practice 50% of the playbook?
Brent. I'll ask it again, man. I'm just talking about competitive advantages.
But I'm not insinuating that's why. I'm curious if could that be one of the reasons why Gardner got himself locked into this thing.
And it very well might be. But once again, I'm looking at it from the most important factor. Does it help you win games or does it put you behind the 8 ball in losing games? I would take Trevor Lawrence at 50% capacity of the playbook over Gardner Minshew probably at 100%. I think he's that talented. I think you have a better shot of winning with Trevor with 50% of the playbook than you do with Gardner Minshew at 100%. So if that's the case, then you know where I stand.
Yeah, I doubt the playbook is that different in disparity anyway. You're probably looking at maybe a 10, 15, 20% of the playbook if this were to be a reality. And so I think I don't know how much of that is Trevor's talent or I just want to see him out there.
No, for sure.
For sure. But it might be Trevor's talent. I mean, you might not be wrong there. So anyway, all right. Well, listen, if y'all want Trevor to be named the starting quarterback like 2 weeks ago and like this morning and yesterday. It's not happened.
I'm just saying.
It hasn't.
I'm just saying, I feel like if this was Law and Order right now and I'm the prosecution, dude's going to jail for a long time. I'm just saying right now. If this is Law and Order right now and it's me and you on the bench, hey, dude's going to jail for a long time.
Well, Urban Meyer's the judge.
The prosecution rests. Well, he's judge, but I'm just saying, hey, the prosecution rests. No further questions, Your Honor.
We'll be back. How about the fight today? Antonio Brown. Hey, you got to go blow by blow here, okay?
Yep.
Frame by frame. That's what somebody asked on Twitter. Frame
Ask
by frame.
and you shall receive.
We got ourselves a fight. How's
Ask and you
Jalen
shall
Ramsey
receive.
doing today? We'll be back. Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690. You work hard for that car or truck you're driving, so take care of it with the best car wash around. It's Prime Car Wash. That's where I take my truck. Full service interior, full service exterior. Speed and service just for you. If you need to wait in style. There's spacious lounges, child-friendly lounges, Wi-Fi, and Starbucks coffee, so you can get some work done. Prime Car Wash has 2 locations, Beach Boulevard and San Jose. Give it a try. Get a membership. Your vehicle deserves the best. You deserve the best. Prime Car Wash. Clean inside, clean outside.
It's the national sales event at Arlington Toyota. Come shop over 700 new Toyotas and choose your way to save. Get interest rates as low as 0% on over 10 new Toyota models or enjoy no payments until 2022. Plus, with Arlington's 30-day exchange program, you get 30 days to love your new purchase or exchange it. And with every new car purchase, you get a lifetime warranty with unlimited time and miles. Why wait? Shop the national sales event at arlingtontoyota.com today.
So.
Visit arlingtontoyota.com/August for full details.
Happy football season. Oh, it's so good to have it back. What do you say we get a pint? You can do that at Culhane's Irish Pub all football season at Atlantic Beach in the South Side. 2 locations. TVs to watch your favorite teams like
3,
the Georgia Bulldogs.
2,
Fish and chips.
1.
Shepherd's pie.
Action Sports
Plenty of
Jax is
food and
hitting the
drink
road,
while you
and this
watch
Tuesday
football.
we'll be
Go today for lunch or
broadcasting
dinner.
live from
Eat in
JTech
or out.
at
Culhane's
8813
IrishPub.com.
Western-
And try the new Five Sisters Vodka at Happy Hour. 2 locations, Atlantic Beach and Southside. Culhane's Irish Pub. Irish sass with 5-star class.
At Tire Outlet, we're committed to providing our
3,
customers with
2,
professional
1.
and honest
Action Sports Jax is hitting the road, and this Tuesday
Don't
we'll be
believe us?
broadcasting
Check out our
live from
reviews
JTech
online
at
and see why we're
8813 Western Way
Jacksonville's
near Bay
preferred
Meadows and
automotive
95.
Great guys to work with. Always very helpful and
Come by
affordable.
to say hello, take a
12
tour, and see what life at
locations
JTech is really like.
Tire
Which,
Outlet
trust
can
me,
help
is
keep
pretty
you
dang
and your
cool.
family safe on the road, wherever you are.
Hey, not what I wanted to say. That was in the script. Can I change that around?
Tire Outlet.
Yeah. We're going to have to
Hey,
do
boss, I
that
found
second
some
part
silverware
again.
in the dining room.
Nice. So you're sure you smashed the alarm
Take a
system when we
tour
got here,
and
right?
see
You mean that plug-and-play do-it-yourselfer? Yeah,
right.
it's dead.
3,
we got all the time we
2.
need.
Oh, look at this. The box the
Take a
alarm
tour
system
and
came
see what
in.
life at JTech is
Isn't
really
this
like.
cute?
And while you're at
Alarm
it, come
system
say
in
what's
a
up to me and
box.
Brent.
Boss, I'll never
Are you gonna be there?
understand why people don't just get a safe touch security system.
And they probably think they're saving money.
But that's the thing, they're not saving money.
You and I know that. Thankfully, these folks didn't. You know, there are a lot of great things that come from a box. This isn't one of them.
True.
Hey, let's just take a minute to appreciate that tonight, we don't have to worry about the Crooks or Us golden rule. Stay away from safe touch houses. And remember, kids, boxes and alarm systems don't mix.
Only one security system is truly the best. Hi, I'm Lester Jackson, president of Safe Touch Security Systems. No one beats our technology or our price.
Call Safe Touch today at 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license number EF233.
No matter what you are driving, you can step up to luxury now at any of the Fields Auto Group dealerships in Jacksonville. Cadillac, Jaguar, Land Rover, Lexus, Mercedes-Benz, and Porsche. Yes, it's luxury for less at all Fields Auto Group locations in Jacksonville. Plus, you'll also be part of their exclusive Fields Amenities program, where you will get complimentary loaners, car washes, and cafes. So whatever you're driving, see Fields first and step up to luxury for less during this amazing opportunity. Visit fieldsauto.com.
Goodyear believes in the power of moving forward. No matter if it's on the track, the court, or the field, movement makes us want to be more. It pushes us to go further, to show the world what we can do. Movement has the unique ability to change our perspective, to challenge us, to work for a better tomorrow. Movement can even bring us together when we're still. Because if we're focused on the next move, we don't have to worry about what's behind us. Goodyear, more driven.
5G is here, but the big carriers want you to sign a pricey long-term contract to get in on the action. Well, no more, because Straight Talk Wireless has rolled out 5G coverage nationwide, with plans starting at just $35 a month with no contract. And get a Samsung Galaxy A32 5G for only $299, all on America's best networks. 5G coverage, 5G phones, less money. Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required, actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. ESPN 690. Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio. WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, a Cox Media Group station.
For Bauer, the judge also denied the request for a permanent order from the woman accusing Bauer of sexual assault, saying that Bauer did not pose a threat to her. The Patriots and Eagles kick off preseason week 2 tonight in Philadelphia. ESPN's Mike Reese reports even though rookie quarterback Mac Jones is showing progress, it might not be smart for him to be the opening day starter.
If you put him out there, it's sort of hard to turn back if he struggles. So to me, it's almost like it's Mac Jones against Mac Jones. Like, you know what you almost have in Cam Newton, and it's just, are you ready to turn it over to Mac just yet, or do you want to be a little more on the patient side?
Mike Reese on Get Up. Jets defensive end Carl Lawson was carted off the practice field today with a left leg injury. ESPN has learned he's having an MRI on his Achilles tendon. 11-time All-Star catcher Bill Freehan, who played on the Tigers' 1968 World Series championship team, has died at age 79.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all of your car care needs. We're close, convenient, and known for our guaranteed everyday low prices and excellent customer service from professional parts people you can trust. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts today. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios.
This is Action Sports Jacks on ESPN 690 with Brent Martineau and Austin Lane.
I've been really impressed with him, and the time to take the chances and the time to learn what you can get away with is in practice. We have turned the ball over too many times in practice, but that's if we're gonna do it and kind of learn the NFL game, I think it's important for him to do it here. And he's shown. I mean, you guys have been out there. He's shown some really special ability with some of those throws. We just got to continue to work on the decisions.
That is Darrell Bevel, offensive coordinator, talking about Trevor Lawrence. I wasn't out there at practice today. We had a little, we had some things to do. Let's just say that with TV. And
anything we can look forward to, or
yeah, actually,
all right, cool.
Yeah, cool. Monday night, Jags Report Live.
Nice.
Going to be at Sneakers on Monday, 7 o'clock. Not ready to tell you exactly where and what and all the details on Jaguars All Access on Thursdays.
Okay.
But we will soon enough. I just got to button up some things there. And that, by the way, starts next Thursday. So hopefully we can tell you soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully I go to the right place. So we're working on a lot of those things. That's what happens certainly in August. Speaking of, the reason I said I didn't go out to practice, though, is because what Darrell Bevel's talking about, Trevor Lawrence, the one thing about him, I will say this, every time you go out, now he might make a bad play or this, but almost every time you're out at that field, I've been out there just about every day, he shows you something. Like, he throws a ball that's like, dang, and it's not always like a rifle pass. It's not always this 45-yard bomb, It's not. Now, a lot of times it is, but sometimes these touch passes as well. He really is impressive. And I just think when there's something – when a guy shows you that in practice, like, not that you'd never seen before, but it opens your eyes, kind of like, whoa. And you look at the next guy, watching practice with you, and you're like, see that?
Yeah.
When you do that, like, a couple times every practice, that's again, something we haven't seen around here, and that's a talent, okay? Mm-hmm. So that's a good sign. Those things are going to pile up. That does not mean he won't struggle at times this year, right? In fact, I fully anticipate some of the struggle with the offense, just in terms of the lingo and knowing what you're supposed to do, because I think there's so much that he has to do on his side of the ball that's a little bit different than the way he's communicated in the past in college, that I think then you get to the defense. Like, when is it that you get to the defense? Is that with 10 seconds left on the play clock? Is that in week 3? Like, I mean, that's an important part of this, right?
It is.
And when is that? And I think that's probably my concern for some early growing pains for Trevor Lawrence is that, and maybe I'm making too much of a deal about it, but I think there is an element of that anybody knows this. You know, in any job, if you've been there for 3 months versus the first week, right? There's just something comfortable about three months later that you can operate quickly, and heck, your bathroom break might get shorter because you know where the bathroom is.
Sure,
all right?
sure, yeah.
So I think there's an element of that with rookies, number one, but especially rookie quarterbacks, that even with a guy that we expect to be very good, you can't dismiss that still exists, is my whole point.
No, I get what you're saying. I mean, you have to acknowledge it for sure. I'm with you.
Yeah. So we'll see how much of it, and maybe he doesn't. Some guys just do really well at it.
Yes.
You know, or we don't notice it, or they call the right plays, or they run the football, and therefore it's not exposed. So that could happen, too, that we don't even know that he's still learning and learning and learning and learning. It's not comfortable with everything.
Yeah.
And you don't even notice. It doesn't jump out on the field or the TV screen.
Yeah, I mean, I always get, I don't think anybody learns the entire playbook in a training camp. It's like a gradual process. And then once you make the team, once you make the roster, obviously, and you just get ready to game plan per week, you know, you're not memorizing the entire playbook. You're memorizing plays that are going to help you beat that team. Right?
Yeah.
So
That's
there's...
true.
You're never going to know 100% of the playbook, I feel like. Now, once again, I'm coming from the defensive side of the ball where it's like, hey, Austin, go here and tackle. Boom. Okay, pretty easy on me. But I think from the quarterback perspective, it's kind of the same where you game plan, you throw install that's going to work against that opponent, and you don't concern yourselves with the entire playbook overall.
Antonio Brown, we're going to go blow by blow here, frame by frame. Do want to remind you a couple programming notes. Tomorrow we'll be at Extreme Wings on Roosevelt Boulevard near NAS Jax. Be out there from 3 until 6. Come on out to Roosevelt Boulevard, Extreme Wings, and say hello. And also try the wings, of course, too, on a Friday afternoon. Maybe get the work week finished a shade early. And be our first high school football night, too, on the TV side. We start our Blitz Scoreboard show in high school on ESPN 690 next week when the regular season begins. But tomorrow, Extreme Wings, Roosevelt Boulevard near NAS Jax. Come on out, say hello between 3 and 6. And then on Tuesday, we'll be at J-Tech. As well, and you can come out there, take a tour of the school and everything going on at J-Tech as well.
Come say what's up to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, are we like giving, are you like, I saw you like signing stuff.
Yeah, man, don't worry about that stuff. It's all right.
Okay.
I mean, no, they're MMA
They didn't
gloves.
ask me to sign anything.
Yeah, they asked me to sign some MMA gloves for a little raffle for some of their students.
All right, cool.
Maybe you can sign a microphone.
That would be good.
There you go.
Maybe like a golden one.
No, I don't have to sign some golden gloves because now I feel like you're trying to one-up me.
Yes.
You know, you don't have to one-up me.
That's a good idea.
You don't have to get 24 karat up in here. You just get a regular microphone.
I'm looking forward to going over there, J-Tech, though.
You ever been
Tuesdays.
there?
No.
Huge. You're going to get lost.
I've seen the building
Yeah,
off the highway. I think a lot of people have seen the building off the highway.
You're going to get lost.
And so I'm excited to go over there. We'll have the show 3 to 6. So come on out, take a tour, sign up for a tour, and hopefully we'll see you over there on Tuesday. So
Maybe
show's about to hit.
they'll let us drive a semi-truck. You know how to drive a double clutch? Is that what you call it? I don't know.
No,
You know, the
but
double
my
clutch?
dad was a truck driver.
Was he really?
So do you think that's kind of runs in the family?
I bet it like runs down in the genes. I bet you can get behind that wheel right away, and you know what's going on.
I've worked in the trucking industry a little bit, my summer job, but I was driving forklifts instead. And the
That's
forklifts
still
are
admirable.
fun, man.
Still blue collar.
Yeah, forklifts that was difficult, a little tricky.
Yeah.
Now I kind of forget it, but like they don't really operate the way you'd think normal things would operate in terms of the way they turn and stuff. And of course, you're going on, in the dead heat of the summer, the trucks are like 130 degrees inside there.
I can't imagine.
That was a tough job.
No AC.
That was probably the hardest work I've ever done.
Do you know what I drove
Loading
one
the
time?
trucks.
Actually, I drove multiple times. I've driven a skidder.
Oh, really?
You know what a skidder is?
Yeah,
Probably
I do.
Not. What is it?
The one with the big long, like where you'd put the thing down, the car come up on it.
The car comes up on it? Nope.
It's not the long
it's long,
like almost like a tow truck would have.
No,
like with a towing company.
No.
Okay, go ahead then. Tell me.
I mean, you have to look it up for yourself.
Well, you're not going to explain it to me.
Little too blue collar, I think, for your liking. I get it. You're driving forklift, and that's admirable. I'm just saying, and I don't want to one up you, but you one up me with the golden mic, so now I have to one up you with the skidder.
Can I try to one up?
Yeah. Well, no. I want to know what the skidder is then.
Okay. Well,
what is
figure that out.
Called
And then I'll
is
jump
it
in.
just like a tow truck thing?
A flatbed?
You know what I'm talking? Oh, that would be the flatbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the flatbed.
Yeah.
You're right.
Missed it by a little bit.
No, I must buy probably a lot.
I'm just trying to
don't
make you
know
feel better,
how
dude.
much of a I missed it by because you won't explain the skidder.
You ever see Fern Gully?
No.
You ever see Fern Gully, Casey?
No.
Yeah, well, You have to Google it sometime. Skitter, everybody. There's your homework for the
But now
night.
you can one-up us, even though I got to now Google Skitter.
Yeah, do that, and then come back after I'm done talking, and we'll figure out what a skitter is together. But great things that I've driven when summer job, I worked at an airport, and I used to drive these giant jet fuel trucks between other massive jets. Yeah, it was
okay.
It was cool, but like
Pressure.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yep.
How long did you do that for?
Dang.
Like 4 or 5 months, something like that.
Wow. That's a unique job.
It was awesome. It was really cool.
And you liked it.
Yeah, it was dope. We got to
benefits.
No. Not for me.
Okay, I don't know. I mean, I feel
for the other people that work there.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I can't speak on that. It was like a private airport, so I can't.
Oh, I got you.
I'm not going to put that in the atmosphere.
Good.
But it was cool. We got to move planes, move jets around. We did some questionable things that could have ended an explosion, but everybody survived.
Dang, what couple blue collar guys up in here? You still trying to Google that?
Oh, that's like a tractor.
Kinda. Not really a tractor though. No.
Skitter's type of heavy vehicle used in logging operations.
There we
in
go.
Countries.
There we go.
So you've driven that?
Oh yeah, my grandpa's got 2 of them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So did you yank the trees out, or they just carry the trees?
Oh no,
they yank the trees.
yank. Well, you can take a chainsaw and get the tree down, but if it's really a rough one, you take a chain and then pull it. But yeah, it's like a giant monster truck kind of thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he's got a couple of them.
He's got 2 of them that run. They're huge.
That run.
Well, yeah, he's got like 5 of them.
Oh yeah, but some of them just don't.
I mean,
work.
it's. Well, you got to come back home with me sometime just so you get the whole
man.
vibe.
Bees,
yeah,
skitters.
I mean, yeah, dude, it's. I mean, he's got like 400 acres, so like there's gonna be some skitters just kind of all over the place.
Stuff.
Yeah,
you guys should do a skitter race.
I'll tell you right now, Brent doesn't want to see me in a skitter race. All right. I mean, you didn't know what a skitter was until I told you, so I like my odds.
I don't think I've ever driven anything like that big a heavy equipment.
Dude, but you drove a forklift. That's still admirable.
Yeah, but that's not like heavy equipment. I mean, maybe forklifts.
You're maybe
it can be a
carrying
little
something
tricky,
heavy.
but I'm sure the skitter's got to be a little trick to it too.
Yeah, it's gonna be tricky.
I wouldn't mind being like in like 20 years, going to buy myself a few 100 acres and have a skitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all.
I mean, you gonna log? You're just gonna have it just for the heck of it? Like,
yeah, I mean, a little.
You just
my
drive
point being is a big piece of property with some big machinery on it.
Maybe
it's a jet fuel thing.
You're talking about like how most people in St. John's have like golf carts. You're just gonna have a skitter where you go meet the neighbors and everything.
It won't be in St. John's County
Yeah,
probably now.
I hear you.
But I'll just have like all the big equipment. I don't do anything with it, but I drive it.
You know what?
But I seriously could be like, I could be that living
That
out
would
there.
make me more upset than you having a backyard fireplace. Because I'm like, hey, why do you have this combine in the back of the yard when you're not a farmer?
That's funny.
Fight
Steven on the
talk?
line?
Oh.
Let's get him in. Actually, let's Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690. This thing's off the rails. This feels like a June show. Cool summer jobs. All right. Valet parking, by the way, still my favorite.
Oh, for sure.
What's up, Steven?
Hey, not much, guys. How are you today?
Oh, my gosh. Are you calling from space?
No, I'm just driving back to the shop today.
I mean, of all the things people are driving, you sound like you're driving a rocket.
Oh, that's because I'm on a bridge. So.
Hey, Brent, people are calling us from work sometimes, man. You just got to go with it, dude.
I get it. I like it.
Steven, go ahead, man. How you doing? It's good to hear from you.
Hey, I work outside all day. Give me a little credit.
You better believe it. It's a toasty one today, too, Steven.
Oh, yeah. It was 103 yesterday down here. But anyway, my question is, since you guys were talking about quarterbacks, I just have to ask your opinion. I know I agree with Brent a little bit that they might be trying to up Minshew's trade value. But I really got to ask your opinion. Do you think C.J. Beathard probably closed the gap with his, like Urban said, game management? He steps up in the pocket. He looked comfortable. And, Minshew for the past 2 years, he's been getting laid out half the time, either sacking himself or getting sacked, and he just seems uncomfortable again.
All right, thanks, Steven. Appreciate it, man. Drive safe. The Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690. So, your take?
Well, let's be honest here. If you're going to give quarterback grades, I just want to hear the song again, but if you're going to give quarterback grades to C.J. Beathard and Gardner Minshew, C.J. Beathard hasn't beat all day.
Well, he does. Now, if you've been out at
again,
Well, I'm not talking from the preseason game, though.
Well, yeah, C.J. Beathard would be the starting quarterback after what he did versus everybody else. So, but to your point, yes. I mean, he really looked good and sharp. And But I will say I was almost surprised by Beathard's performance because I hadn't really seen a lot of that out at camp. Like, he's done very few things to catch my attention.
He was in the COVID protocol for 2 days or whatever it was.
But I mean, we've been to enough camp practices where he had the one throw inside the stadium. Actually, both times he's been in the stadium, he's looked pretty good. Out on the practice field, he's saying, whatever. So I think it's bigger than just the one game. In fact, a lot of it has to do with what they've done in the practice field, because that's why I think Minshew only got 11 snaps. I mean, which was wild.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, a guy by the name of Blaine Gabbert used to have crazy practices, and then when the lights turned on, it wasn't that great. So I don't know. I guess it depends on how much stake do you put into one preseason game versus 3 weeks of practice, and I really don't know. I don't know who wins that battle. But to answer Steven's question, I think the gap has closed a little bit. How can it not? I mean, your biggest resume in terms of making a roster are those preseason games. And for that resume, game number 1, C.J. Beathard, advantage.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Antonio Brown, you see the frame by frame?
Yeah, shout out to, we got to give the guy some props here. You want us to break this one down. Robert Kemp Jr. the first. Or one, his name was.
He gave us a heads up on, he found all these pictures of a little fight in camp. It's the Bucs and the Titans. They're practicing together before their game on Saturday. And Antonio Brown throwing down.
So let's go to the tail of the tape real quick. We're talking about wide receiver versus cornerback here. Now, Antonio Brown, 5'10", 186 pounds. That's good for 83-point-something kilograms, in case you were wondering about that, Brent.
Thank you.
The opponent that he was going against, we got Chris Jackson. Chris Jackson coming in at 6 feet, 185. So very comparable, okay? Very comparable, very fair fight.
Very good.
Now, Chris Jackson, in his Instagram photo, he's wearing a jacket and he's got his shirt off underneath the jacket. So jacket, shirt off, gold chains. -2 on the swag,
That's
-2 on the
how
points.
I roll sometimes.
I hear you, man. Kind of like that Grant Delpit swag. You remember him?
Yes,
How's he doing? How's he doing?
He didn't play the other night.
Oh, he didn't?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right. He played for the Browns, didn't he? Didn't play? Is he okay?
Yeah, they were holding him out like all the other starters.
Oh, gotcha. And by the way, best luck to Grant Delpit this year. Anyway, so if you want to go frame by frame, we got 4 frames to break down. Now, I'm not sure how this skirmish started, but what I see in frame number 1, we got Antonio Brown going 2 hands, truck driving, blue-collar truck driving on Jackson's helmet. Let's go to frame number 2. And now we start to escalate things a little bit, Brent. I mean, we escalated from the intro to all of a sudden like we're halfway through Game of Thrones, and it just got, it's the Red Wedding. Brent, you know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea.
But hey, spoiler alert, it's crazy,
But
dude.
I bet it was good.
Yeah, it's insane. So Antonio Brown rips the helmet off, and at the same time, he's got 2 other Tennessee Titans players gunning at him. And Antonio Brown is holding his own. Seems to be some kind of position coach in here as well. You can tell from the demeanor, a lot of bark, no bite, because the position coach right here, Brent, look what he's doing. He's like, come on, guys, break it up.
But he's got a
like,
helmet in his hand.
He's like, whatever. More coaches in the background. There is no sense of urgency from any of these coaches in the background saying,
if you
hey,
didn't
guys.
have a helmet, would you be
Let's
there?
break it. That's a good point as well. But long story short, 3-on-1 right now. Simba's getting cornered. You know what Simba's going to do against those hyenas? Simba's going to do his thing. It's a little Lion King reference in case you didn't know that one.
I love
Antonio Brown dominating frame number 2. Frame number 3, now we're throwing fists. Now it's on. We went from tiddlywinks to fight night UFC main event.
It is.
Antonio Brown, I think, is Antonio Brown right-handed? We don't know what handed he is. Is he right-handed, left-handed?
I have no idea.
It doesn't matter.
How do you tell that from a receiver? Can you?
That's a good call. Probably not.
Like, there's nothing that gives that away until they throw the football back, right?
I guess if the one-hand catch it, though, what hand do they prefer to one-hand catch with? Right?
Yeah, but I mean, the one-hand catch can be dictated most likely by where the ball is.
Yeah, but I can go back to like Odell Beckham Jr.'s catch and say, I bet the hand that he caught it with is his dominant hand.
I bet I disagree with that.
Well, now
because Odell Beckham Jr. I think is left-handed, and I think he caught that with his right.
Okay, well now we have a bet on the line as well.
Yeah.
So let's put that in the archives. Anyways, whether he's left-handed or right-handed, he might be Actually, he might be right-handed because the way he's cocking this punch back right here, it looks like he's throwing a crisp cross. Elbow is bent, fist is pointed, good form. Helmet is still on, by the way.
Yeah.
Advantage Antonio Brown.
Absolutely.
And Jackson's just waiting for it. at the end of the day, just waiting for a three-piece and a soda.
Got it right on the cheek.
As Jorge Masvidal would say, a three-piece and a soda.
All right.
Our friend Jorge from the show.
Yeah, I remember.
From Super Bowl.
I like him.
Yeah. And the last frame, Antonio Brown connects with the punch. Now, once again, I can't state this enough. These coaches in here, we're not trying to break it up. Okay, because
but again, do you blame them? They don't have helmets on. They're old. They're out of shape.
Oh, this dude right here is a former player. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not sure who he is.
I mean, most of them are out of shape. But
but he also has a cross tattoo on his forearm.
That's true. That means you're a former player.
No, that's a former player. Oh, I'm sorry. You think he came from the Bill Belichick coaching tree with a cross tattoo on your forearm? No, this dude's a former player. And he's got a sleeve tattoo on the other side of the arm.
He does.
See, these are the details. These are the details that you got to look for in these pictures. Long story short.
Whatever his name is had a tattoo on his face after Antonio Brown
For
hit
sure.
him.
So long story short, Jackson gets absolutely cold cocked, slobber knocked, Pier 6 brawled right in the face. The punch connects. 10-8 round for Antonio Brown. I'm not sure if he actually knocked him out cold there. He might have, man, because this was a hard punch.
Was a pretty good blow.
But regardless, I'm going with a 10-8 round from these slots.
Antonio Brown left-handed.
He's left-handed?
Yep. And OBJ is ambidextrous, but
of course he is.
He made himself ambidextrous, but he was originally right-hand dominant.
And what did he catch the ball with in that game?
With right.
Yeah, his right hand, I think.
Well, yeah.
So Brent lost another bet. Brent lost
if the
another
guy's
bet,
ambidextrous,
man.
that does not count in this bet.
Yeah, but he's right-hand dominant.
He caught it right-handed, yeah.
Oh, Brent lost another bet. Man, 0 for 1 already in this season, man. Dang, Brent, you hate to see
This
it.
is not the bet.
Brent, you're so reckless. You're so reckless with these bets.
By the way, there's no way you go catch the ball one-handed based on your dominant hand.
It's crazy, man.
You just
it's crazy.
don't.
It's crazy how reckless you can be sometimes
I'm
with
gonna
these
ask
bets.
Allen Robinson
What
right
are you
now.
talking about?
You don't catch the ball based on your dominant hand or not one-handed.
Yeah, you do.
You catch it on where the ball is.
No, like in a perfect world, yeah, sure. If it's up to... I'm saying receivers catch their ball with their dominant hand more than their non-dominant hand in terms if they have the choice. I think Odell Beckham Jr. maybe had a little bit of a choice. He's like, all right, this ball is out of control. Here goes my dominant hand, right hand, and Austin Lane, you won the bet. Yes.
The
end.
We'll be back. Action
One
Sports
and all
Jackson.
already. Oh,
yes,
the gift that keeps on giving.
690 more from Jags Prax, more from around the NFL. Should Antonio Brown be fighting people? Doesn't he have enough problems over the last few years?
I mean, if you're good at it.
A lot of people fighting all of a sudden. It's that time of the month in NFL training camps, in the joint practices.
Hey, I'm going to fight the Las Vegas Raiders Twitter staff if they don't post that video.
Yeah,
Let's
what's
talk
up
about
with
that.
Ramsey? Ramsey, of course, says it was a zone defense. That's his defense. We'll be back on ESPN 690.
Now, the First Alert forecast on ESPN 690.
A7 on the weather meter, tracking a few early evening showers and storms, but otherwise quiet overnight, becoming mostly clear in our skies with temperatures in the mid-70s. Friday, partly sunny with a few afternoon showers and storms, so you want the rain gear for the second part of the day. Temperatures staying hot in the low 90s. Hot again for the start of your weekend with partly sunny skies, highs in the low 90s with a few scattered showers and storms. And that's your forecast. I'm Action News Jax meteorologist Alyssa Pedgick.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beards Diamonds, where for a limited time, get 0% financing for 5 years, only at Beards Diamonds.
There is a taste of the islands in every drop of Vida de Luis tequila, imported directly from Tequila, Mexico to Jacksonville Beach. Vida de Luis is the only locally owned tequila in Jax Beach. Support local and try Vida de Luis. Award-winning, smooth, all natural, no aldehydes or additives, which means wake up feeling good the next morning. Find out where you can pick up a bottle of Vida de Luis, Blanco, Reposado, or Añejo. Just visit VitaDeLuis.com. Support local and taste the islands in every drop.
I love football and I love chicken wings. Hey, this is Brent Martineau. We are a lot alike, right? You love football and you love wings. Let's win the week with Extreme Wings Sports Grill. 4 locations in Jacksonville, Atlantic Boulevard, Ocean Way, 210 in St. Johns County, and the new location on Roosevelt Boulevard near NAS Jax, serving up the freshest, never frozen, world famous extreme hot wings to Jacksonville since 1999. We like football. We like wings. We love a good deal. To celebrate the grand opening of the Extreme Wings Roosevelt location, get 6 wings
wings, French fries, and a drink for just $12.99. 6 wings, French fries, and a drink, just $12.99 at the new Roosevelt location. Dine in during football season, and you have a chance to win tickets to the next home game. Active military gets special discounts. Jalapeno Ranch, Caribbean Jerk, spicy blue cheese, lemon pepper, so many flavors to choose from. And, of course, they can make them extreme if you want. Plenty of space at Extreme Wing Sports Grill locations. If you're looking for a place for the entire team, try Extreme Wing Sports Grill. I love it. You'll love it. 4 locations in Jacksonville, including Roosevelt Boulevard near NAS Jacks.
It is the home of the Action Sports Jacks Dream 18, and make it your home course as well. The golf club at Southampton in North St. Johns County, located off County Road 210. It's family owned and operated. Southampton is a fun course to play, and the golf club at Southampton offers club membership programs starting at just $79. With its elite practice facilities and player-friendly golf course design, it'll be your gateway to a great time with the family or with your buddies. For information on the membership programs, call the golf club at Southampton, 904-287-PLAY. Again, it's 904-287-PLAY.
If you're anything like me, then cars were an important part of your childhood growing up. Literally, some of my very first memories involved helping my grandpa build old cars. If you're into cars, then you know that the technology is always evolving, which is why there's a demand for well-trained automotive technicians. As a student in the automotive technology program at JTech, you'll be learning basic automotive maintenance, diagnostic procedures, and effective repair methods while using testing equipment and specialized tools. The program also includes training on electrical, HVAC, engine performance, suspension, steering, brake systems, and transmission diagnosis and repair. Their shop settings are designed to represent the actual automotive environments that you will be experiencing when you get into the automotive industry. To learn more about JTech, visit jtech.org or call them at 904-483-9460. Ask for Hank to set up an appointment to tour the campus or get your questions answered. That's 904-483-9460 or visit jtech.org.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Hey folks, living in Florida, we don't really worry about the seasons except for one, hurricane season. And since your home is your most important asset, protecting your home with Rhino Shield against harsh Florida weather is good for your house and it's good for your budget. As the saying goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And when it comes to your house, those cracks in the walls will cost you thousands if not repaired. Rhino Shield waterproofs your home with a coating that's 13 times thicker than box store paint. It reflects 97% of harmful UV rays, has a Class A fire rating, is salt air corrosive resistant, contains the highest quality ceramics, and of course it comes in any color. Plus, with our 25-year warranty, you get a non-prorated 100% transferable warranty that guarantees against chipping, cracking, and peeling. So call 904-519-5055 or visit rhinoshieldjacks.com and protect your house and your budget.
So you'll never have to paint again. Call Rhino Shield today.
At Tire Outlet, we're committed to providing our customers with professional and honest automotive recommendations. Don't believe us? Check out our reviews online and see why we're Jacksonville's preferred automotive shop.
Great guys to work with, always very helpful and affordable.
With 12 locations across Northeast Florida, Tire Outlet can help keep you and your family safe on the road, wherever you are.
Wholesale prices, premium service, Tire Outlet.
We want to welcome Extreme Wings Sports Grill to ESPN 690. We want to welcome you out to Extreme Wings, Roosevelt Boulevard location, NAS Jacks on Friday afternoon. Come join the show, 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. We'll be out there, Roosevelt Boulevard, Extreme Wings, near NAS Jacks.
I call myself an athlete out there. They always say in the league, the more you can do. So, I try to do everything. Last year in Detroit, week 1 we had, like 2 or 3 corners go down, and I was like, I can play corner still if you want me to. So, it's just all about creating value, and I'm just trying to do that.
That is Jared Wilson. No?
Oh, man.
No.
First
he was in Detroit last year.
Jamal Agnew, I didn't see the first part of it. He was playing corner last year? Is that what he just said?
Yeah.
No, he was a corner before, and then he changed to they made him a wide receiver, and then last year their corners got hurt, and he said, I can play corner.
All I heard on that soundbite was corner. I was like, it must have been Wilson saying he tried it. He's back there in the secondary.
Yep. Jumped the gun a little bit. But no, I get it. It was a good guess, Brent. A good guess. Yeah.
Casey gets so mad.
Yeah.
Look at him. Can you tell through the glass?
I like the intensity.
I'm not having a good day. It's not just. It just hasn't been a banner day so
Get
far.
over it.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Listen.
It's been a rough one to be.
Trevor Lawrence's career started with a sack and a fumble.
Yeah.
There's a difference between
But he's not
me
the
and
starting
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, in case he's the starting producer. Trevor Lawrence doesn't earn the starting spot yet.
That's true.
So,
I mean, technically, Casey's under probation still.
really?
Probably. I mean,
You in trouble?
doesn't probation go like 90 days?
What happened? What do you mean probation?
Well, no.
Well, I
anytime you
couldn't get in this morning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, that sucks. That's disrespectful.
Anytime you start a new job, aren't you on like probation for like the first 90 days? Isn't like that in any job?
No.
I don't know. This morning,
you haven't
what
done
does
too
that
many
mean?
normal jobs, so
Well,
you're probably not the expert on
I
this.
got 2 of them, and no, like I didn't have probation when I did this show.
That's what you thought.
Okay.
well, I thought probation was over and I was done because I'm standing there yanking on the door. The lady at the front desk is looking at me like a fool. I'm just like, I guess I got fired.
Key didn't work.
Key didn't work.
Therefore, they tweet.
And then therefore
was
the
a good
tweet.
tweet.
And then she let me in.
Oh, you tweeted?
And there's
Okay.
a second door that you have to come in on the TV side, and
Yeah.
then I'm pulling on that door, and I'm like, I'm fired. So I just was packing it up, and she let me in again. Thank goodness. God bless her.
The key code stuff is like, it used to be able to get you everywhere. Now
I'm seeing this tweet now.
See, for the first 10 years I worked here, it used to be a different radio outfit on this side of the building. That wasn't associated with TV.
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't even pass through this side of the building. It was like, it might as well have been a brick wall. They locked the doors and you couldn't get through. Seriously.
Really?
It was weird. But I guess there was some whatever. It just didn't work.
Okay.
They didn't mesh. So it's basically like 2 different buildings.
Okay.
Right? Well, then they opened it up in the last couple of years, when Cox Media Group Radio moved over here. And so then it's like, go back and forth, especially me.
Yeah,
now.
I mean, that's the story of your life.
But not everybody needs to go back and forth. And now it's kind of closed up again because of COVID.
Yeah.
And so they didn't want people all over the building,
Yeah.
And rightfully so. So there's now very few people that can operate on both sides of the building. I'm one of them. But very few
Flex.
people. Yep.
Yeah.
I got the access somehow. I was just like, I begged for it, and they gave it to me. And
So
I
you
was
did
nothing.
get
Dang, so you got it.
Because you've been going out like the TV way. That was my question.
Because I
So-
don't have it.
I had it when I worked in TV because I was coming over here to just like stand around and watch Coos press buttons. And I don't have access to any of the doors over here. So every day for the past month and a half, I've been coming in at TV, walking all the way through there, then up the stairs, back around. But I'm happy to announce today that my car is out there with y'all's. I got access to these doors.
Welcome.
But
Welcome.
You know why?
I'll never be in TV again, though.
Do you know why?
Please enlighten me.
Because it was the open to the rookie report card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
See,
Did they heard it?
I mean,
people are
basically-
starting to murmur.
Basically, this is just a giant video game. I mean, once you pass the test, bam, you get in the next
You're
door.
in. Hey, can I get in both doors though, or not? Because I have to do some stuff sometimes in TV, as you've seen.
Yeah.
And I can't get the TV side. So
I get you
probably
in.
not.
I know a guy.
oh, so I can't.
I don't think so. I don't know. Go use your card. I bet you can.
I can't. No, I can't. I'm telling you, I can't.
Oh,
I
yeah.
tried it. Oh, we're just gonna let that slide.
Well, listen, you got
it's
an
cool.
office over here.
Oh, hey, I was gonna say because you
Getting like a laptop over here.
You know what the sound of this is? That's some keys for my office. So if that's the trade-off, that's how you want to play it. Where I can't get on the TV side, but I got my own office, and so be it.
Well, we'll see.
What about somebody came up to me too? Not gonna name any names, and they said, "Hey, the upper people. Hey, are you actually even using your office?" And I go, "Well, I mean, I have." And they're like, "Well, I mean, are you really using it though?" I'm like, "I mean, do you need me to? Because I will." And they're like, "Well, yeah, just we want to keep track." So now I think they might be moving. I don't know.
Wow.
That's all right though. I'm gonna have some meetings in there next week, so we're good.
If you need to have a meeting, you should. If we
don't-
need to just do a show from there, just say this is
Just to
occupied.
say it's justified.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, you better believe it. I mean, I'll do Zoom interviews if I have to. I'm not losing that office.
Here, I'm going to get you a sign for your door now. Now
Yeah.
I'm going to fight. Before I was a little jealous of you and mad
Sure.
about the whole thing. Now
Yeah.
I'm going to fight on your behalf.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to put a sign out there that says no vacancy.
I like that. But for being honest, I haven't been there in 4 weeks.
I love
But,
that they
yeah.
probably have a tracker on you.
Well, I
whether
think
you're opening the door or not and sitting in the office.
probably camera.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they know
Just-
everything. we're
Just hitting fast forward and like, yeah, no one's going in there. So not sure what's going on with him.
Hey, Shohei Ohtani's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, not bad. I mean,
Listen, you just said I lost a bet to Beckham, so I got to really bring this one back because I'm winning this bet.
Well, no, okay. I get what you're saying right now. He's doing very well. And he's the biggest name in baseball and all this stuff. But I think it's – and listen, I understand bets are one thing and they're fun to brag about. But I think if I'm, the Angels staff right now, I have to take a good long look about shutting Ohtani down for the entire year. Because what are you trying to prove right now? Y'all ain't going in the playoffs, all right? bottom feeders. Y'all bottom feeders. So if that's the case, what are you trying to prove right now? Let's go ahead and shut Ohtani down. Let's do him a favor, and let's get him ready to go next season. Brent, you in? Let's go.
He is amazing. And what we're watching is something.
Shut him down.
I mean, it's not celebrated enough. You say it for years and years, right? Trout was not celebrated enough as good as he was as a baseball player. Part maybe his personality, part West Coast. I think Ohtani's been very celebrated this year if you pay attention to baseball. But I also think now we're taking it for granted a little bit. I mean, once in a while they'll throw back a stat at you and you'll be like, dang, you know? I mean, again, and last night was one of those nights. Yeah. He hit his 40th home run. Yeah. And he hits bombs, by the way. Like, we're not even talking about – I mean,
batting 269, though. Yep.
40 home runs. And what's his ERA? Like 2.89? It's even lower than that now. But he went 8 innings, struck out 8.
2.79.
7.9. In the same game. Is he going to win Cy Young and MVP?
What's his ERA?
No, he won't win the Cy Young. He hasn't pitched enough.
What was his ERA
So he hasn't
again?
pitched enough?
I mean, it's going to be hard when there's guys that pitch 2 times a week versus, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a smaller sample size. So if you were to give him the Cy Young, it'd be like, well, Lance Lynn has pitched more and better numbers. Something like that.
What was the ERA? 2.7?
7.9.
2.79?
Yeah.
Which is really good in the American League, especially.
Not even in the Brewers rotation, though. Those numbers right there aren't even cracking the Brewers rotation. Sorry.
That translated to the NL is like 2.19.
I know.
Okay.
It's true.
I mean, it is.
You have the picture, yeah.
Hey, just remind me, Ohtani, are you talking about the fact that he doesn't go every 5 days, or are you talking that he missed some time earlier in the year?
That he doesn't go every 5 days. Because originally it was every Sunday, and now it's kind of a different schedule. That I think he's pitching more now, but I think in the beginning it was like once every 7 or 8 days, and I think that'll come back to hurt him.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't know.
Shut him down.
You know what's crazy?
Shut him down.
A lot of people have won the MVP and Cy. And I don't know about a lot, but some people have won the MVP and Cy Young before. It's happened. All right, but it's usually
Justin Verlander most recently.
Yeah, so it's led by the Cy Young. So it's a pitcher who wins the Cy Young, but it's so valuable to his team that he wins the MVP. Well, this would be the opposite, right? This would be the MVP as a hitter also winning the Cy Young. So it would be so unique. It's just so bad that the Angels, they just aren't good. Yeah. And so we're not going to get him in a race. We're not going to get him in the postseason. It's an enjoyable season. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's even bigger than Babe Ruth was I mean, it's not bigger than Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth's Babe Ruth. But, I mean, he's doing things that even Babe Ruth wasn't doing to this degree, if you're comparing the two. And we're just not going to see him down the stretch, which is too bad for baseball fans and for Ohtani alike.
Ohtani right now, Vegas odds have him at minus 1,000 to win the AL MVP.
Minus 1,000. Wow.
Vlad Guerrero coming in second at plus 775.
Because Vlad hasn't hit many home runs as of late. He's kind of gone on a cool streak. And actually, Ohtani had 2.
Yeah, but he's still batting over 300.
Not much, though.
Vlad's hitting 313 with 35 homers, and then Ohtani 269 with 40.
He's been stuck on that 35 homer mark or right around there for a bit, it seems like Guerrero has.
What's incredible is, so if you're into baseball, you'll understand WAR is wins above replacement, and there's not a good way to explain it other than the WAR. If your WAR's 4, your 4 wins better than who could take your job. So anyway, what I'm getting at here is Vlad.
What do you think my WAR is?
In general?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, Casey. But
that's okay.
I mean.
So what is, I mean, like.
On the show, like wins above, like somebody have to come in here would.
How many wins could Stuart Weber have? He's the replacement of Brent. How many wins better
win
is
some
Brent?
more bets than Brent against me. Yeah. I would say I'm not going on that road. I like Stuart too much.
Imagine if everybody went down. Imagine if everybody's job was measured by WAR.
WAR? That would be insane.
Wins above replacement or something similar to that.
Yeah.
And I guess in reality it kind of is at times. But is it really
WAR to me in this industry though? It's more like uniqueness. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance,
so it's hard to measure, right?
Like I feel, I would be like.
By the way, if I were you, I'd keep touting that.
Yeah, well, no, for sure. Like Alex Jones, he's a very eccentric character.
Yeah,
his WAR would be like insane because who's going to replace that guy?
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Howard Stern, his WAR is off the charts.
Well, but that's why to the point.
Yeah,
that's why those guys make gazillions of dollars.
Sure.
Okay, so very few people like them.
Now let's go and finish your point.
So we're coming back? Okay, great.
Coming back to baseball now.
Awesome. So Vlad Jr.'s WAR this year is 4.8, which is very respectable. It's a good number. His career WAR is 7.5, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
Shohei's WAR this year is 7.9.
Dang.
And as you've mentioned, Austin, that Vlad has arguably better offensive numbers, and his WAR is 4.
Yeah.
So he's more or less a 4 WAR player as a hitter and as a pitcher,
That's
which
incredible.
is insane.
Do you know what the highest WAR player has been in recent memory? Is it Trout?
Yeah, it's Trout. Trout's
Really?
WAR is like 300. It's insane. I'll pull up the number. It's crazy.
But not like an annual.
But wait, so WAR, it takes into account defense too.
Yeah,
right?
everything that you do to contribute to a win goes into your
WAR
WAR.
has become one of those. I mean, Casey's right. It's one of those like crazy stats that people really rely on. But it's also one of those. It's like so you just can't explain the thing.
Sure.
So you're like, okay, what does it really mean?
Basically, it's
right?
how valuable you are to your team.
It is.
Yeah.
And so it's all these metrics that push together, but it's like hard to argue.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, I think like
I think
him
it's easier
sliding
than
into third base is not as good as the other guy.
I got you.
It's that intricate.
I mean, it's easier than an NFT.
That's true.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's put it all in
Actually, I
perspective.
don't know. It might be
Really?
easier to understand an NFT than
I
WAR.
mean, at least with WAR, I can say it's how much of a contribution he adds to the team
Yeah,
and
my
how
point
important
is you have
he
to
is.
trust
No, I
the
get
people putting the numbers out there.
Sure.
So in other words, WAR is like cryptocurrency. It's like, where's this stuff coming from?
Yeah.
Kind of like it, dig it. Yeah, like I get it. Okay.
Who's saying it's worth this much?
But where's this coming from?
Yeah,
Right?
and who's giving the numbers?
But everybody's living by WAR, so maybe someday everybody's going to be living by crypto.
That's a good. If it was only that sweet, yeah.
We are all over the place on WAR.
Mm-hmm.
Any guesses on who's second in the majors in WAR right now?
WAR. So who's? It's got to be.
You're going to give me
in the majors?
Abreu.
No. In all of baseball, you can get this, Austin Lane.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, you can.
Go pick some Milwaukee guy.
He's a pitcher.
Pick a Milwaukee
He's
guy.
a pitcher.
Yeah, he is.
Might be a reliever or a closer at this point.
He could be a starter, though. For the
Yeah, I mean,
Brewers.
I was thinking, well, he used to be a reliever, and now he's he right?
That's it.
Yeah, exactly. I'll probably say Corbin Burns.
5.9 is second, and Shohei is over 7. And get this is crazy.
5.9 is a pitcher only. Wow.
We'll give up on the WAR here in a second. DeGrom is 4th in WAR at 5.4. He's only pitched 92 innings.
Still wouldn't crack the Brewers rotation
By
either.
the way, that's why the Mets are now like in third.
Exactly.
I mean, seriously, that's.
Yeah.
How about the Braves? Real quick thought on the Braves. Freddie Freeman goes for the cycle again.
Yeah.
Braves have a 3-game lead all of a sudden.
That's insane. Yeah, and I'm happy because I have them winning the division.
You know what's funny about this whole segment here?
Can we just go back to Corbin Burns real quick?
Well, also, I just want to tell you, I surprised everybody on the baseball segment because on our list today, Casey put baseball rejoiner.
Yeah.
How the hell do I know what that's going to be? Okay.
It would have been good.
Yeah, I bet.
I can't wait.
It would have been good.
Yeah.
Maybe you should go to break with it instead.
I hope so. Go on a high note. But, Casey, real quick. So, with WAR, I mean, Corbin Burns pitches what? 1 every 4 or 5 games?
Yeah.
So he's that big of a contributor? Like, I'm a little confused now.
Yeah, I mean, when you pitch, like, let's just for fun say 7 scoreless and strike out 10 people, like, who else is going to do that? It's above a replacement.
Yeah, so it's
you're
not
like
an everyday.
A replacement is unlikely to come in and do what Corbin Burns does.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So it's not so much even how important. I mean, yeah, you're important to your team, but it's if a replacement came in to replace you.
Just your spot.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
like, if it was some other human that wasn't Corbin Burns.
Okay. We're
So
starting
it's
to
hard
go
to duplicate what he's doing.
We're starting to go to NFT territory again.
So just
we are.
the first 4 players in WAR, Ohtani, Burns, Zach Wheeler, and Jacob deGrom, like I just said, are all pitchers.
Okay.
And then you've got Vlad Jr., Marcus Semien, Max Muncy, and Tatis, and Cedric Mullins, and a bunch of position players after that.
Gotcha.
So if you're
Muncy is having an unbelievable year.
Muncy messed me up in fantasy the other night, man. He hit 2 home runs for the guy I was playing. I lost.
How many different fantasy things do you do?
All of them.
So you're in golf,
Yeah.
baseball. You obviously will be in football, but do you
Hockey.
do in NASCAR?
I actually do hockey and NASCAR, yeah.
You do hockey too?
Yeah, I do season-long hockey. I do, like, daily DraftKings NASCAR. And I've asked Stuart for help sometimes. He's not helpful.
There you go, Weber. That's on you. And with that,
What
we'll
is
take a
Stewart's
timeout.
one? All right.
Action Sports Shacks on ESPN 690. We'll get some football as well. We got football at 5 coming up tonight on the way. Don't forget, tomorrow be at Extreme Wings, Roosevelt Boulevard. Come on out. Say hello, 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. It's near NAS Jax, the Roosevelt Boulevard location, Extreme Wings. We'll be back on Action Sports Shacks on ESPN 690.
Keep
climbing.
It's intercepted. Picked off of the 12. He will go down. He signs the promised land. Touchdown, FSU.
This is your home for FSU football.
Outside the numbers to the 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. It's a touchdown, Florida State. Intercepted. Picked off of the 33-yard line. Noles win. Noles win.
Catch live coverage of the Seminoles all season long, right here on your home for Florida State football.
Sponsored by Willie Jewell's Old School Barbecue. Smoked for hours, served in minutes.
Hello, Jacksonville. This is Greg McGarity. The future of college football is now, and our primary goal is to position the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl and Jacksonville to be prepared for a potential college football expansion. And we need you, our local business leaders, to join our team and showcase that Jacksonville supports college football. Gator Bowl Sports has opportunities for all companies, whether you have 5 employees or 5,000. I would love to meet you and talk about our future. If you'd like to learn more, contact me at 904-798-1700.
No matter what you are driving, you can step up to luxury now at any of the Fields Auto Group dealerships in Jacksonville. Cadillac, Jaguar, Land Rover, Lexus, Mercedes-Benz, and Porsche. Yes, it's luxury for less at all Fields Auto Group locations in Jacksonville. Plus, you'll also be part of their exclusive Fields Amenities program, where you will get complimentary loaners, car washes, and cafes. So whatever you're driving, see Fields first and step up to luxury for less during this amazing opportunity. Visit fieldsauto.com.
Hello, you have reached the Crooks R Us Training Helpline. Today, we're discussing the differences between a SafeTouch security system and a do-it-yourself security system.
One's professionally installed and monitored, while the other one comes in a box.
Well, yeah, there's that. As you know, houses with SafeTouch security systems are strictly off-limits to us crooks, for many reasons.
Professional installation and monitoring among them.
Correct. And by contrast, alarm systems that come in a box with do-it-yourself installation are a crook's best friend.
Plus, they have DIY monitoring. No comparison to SafeTouch's two-way communicator.
Excellent point. So to sum up, as crooks, you'll want to avoid any house with SafeTouch security. And tell your loved ones if they're going to buy something that comes in a box, just make it cornflakes.
Only one security system is truly the best. Hi, I'm Lester Jackson, president of SafeTouch Security Systems. No one beats our technology or our price.
Call SafeTouch today at 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license number EF233.
Ronald McDonald House of Jacksonville will host its inaugural Sporting Clays Classic event Friday, September 17th, 9 a.m. at Jacksonville Clay Target Sports. Enjoy an afternoon of busting clays, amazing auctions, contests, awards, and gifts, all while supporting critically ill children. To learn more, visit www.rmhcjacksonville.org. Proceeds support Ronald McDonald House of Jacksonville, which provides lodging, meals, transportation, and compassionate care to families of critically ill children.
At Tire Outlet, we're committed to providing our customers with professional and honest automotive recommendations. Don't believe us? Check out our reviews online and see why we're Jacksonville's preferred automotive shop.
Great guys to work with, always very helpful and affordable.
With 12 locations across Northeast Florida, Tire Outlet can help keep you and your family safe on the road, wherever you are.
Wholesale prices, premium service, Tire Outlet.
Anyone can talk like they're a big dog, but few actually walk the talk. We're not the only plumbing company claiming same-day water heater service. In fact, a lot of customers have called us after other companies failed to come through on their same-day service talk. Fortunately, Griffin Service delivers. We eat big dogs for lunch. And we fix what others can't. Some of that's knowing the science, engineering, and craft of AC and plumbing better than the Bubbas, but it's also better planning. The key to actually doing same-day water heater replacement is having water heaters in stock and ready to go. And that's what we do. Gas, electric, tank, tankless, we got them all in stock and ready to roll for you. So if you want to avoid the bait and switch turd bucket tactics of the Bubbas, or if you discover you're in the middle of an all talk, no walk situation with a wannabe, well, you know who to call, right?
GriffinService.com.
CMC 1250697.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. It's the biggest sale of the year where all smart beds are on sale. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Hey, it's Brent Martineau from Action Sports Jax. Did you know you can watch our radio show? Yeah, video of a radio show. Just search ESPN 690 Jax on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Or follow me on Twitter at BrentASJax. Watch the show live weekdays from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. or listen on ESPN 690.
Just battling. Battling a natural competitor, true competitor. You're going to get the best of me no matter what the circumstances may be. Nothing's been given to me my entire career or life. So competition, I welcome it with open arms, and I'm pretty happy with this camp and how I've been doing so far.
That one, Jared Wilson? Jared Wilson being pushed. Josh Jones is kind of the surprise guy back there in the secondary for the Jags.
Yeah.
Who's a good player. Came over from Green Bay, so he's been around a little bit. But I kind of figured if it's not like Cisco, it would be Jared Wilson with all the experience that he has. So we'll see what happens back there in the secondary for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brent Martineau, Austin Lane, Casey. Earlier in the show, we had Eddy Alvarez on. If you missed it, Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690 podcast. You can always go check it out. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. You can do that as well. 10 different platforms to catch Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690. How many more bets do we have up for grabs, by the way? Stanton versus Judge. I'm winning, just to let you know. Just in case, if I needed a little momentum.
What was that? Wait, who's leading the Judges winning again?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got that going for me.
Yeah. You're doing so. I mean, I don't know if that was an official one, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was a rollover one.
Yeah. Well, it's not in the archives. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
That one wasn't put in the archives. But you can count it because you're going to need it at the end.
Jalen Ramsey, did I see the quote where he said off yesterday that we were playing a little bit of zone man-to-man, but, kind of believe what you want, see what you want? Jalen just a guy that just can't say my bad, or does he have a beef here?
This is how good Jalen Ramsey is at the moment in terms of playing the cornerback position. Because not only does he shut down corners and not allow them to score on him in one-on-one coverage, but apparently he's shutting down Twitter accounts too and not allowing Twitter accounts to score. Because the Raiders have still not posted that Hunter Renfrow video. So it leads me to believe, you posted other videos of Josh Jacobs and Derek Carr and Darren Waller. Where is the Hunter Renfrow footage? Did it even happen?
Why wouldn't they do that?
You tell me.
I wonder. You know what I wonder if they're doing? If they're waiting on until after, because they're practicing again today.
They are.
Well, I think maybe they're waiting until that's over, so it doesn't spark any or incite anything else by pushing it out there. That's the only thing I could be thinking.
I'm just saying.
But they kind of toyed with everybody on that, right?
Well, yeah. So the Raiders 20 hours ago, after I said something to them too, as well, I'm taking part. I'm doing my part. Where you at, man? You tweet at them?
No.
You have to use your power for the good, man. Anyway, so 20 hours ago, the Raiders said to everyone asking for a Renfrow video, and then it was just a GIF of Hunter Renfrow, and obviously the hairline, giving him just giving a thumbs up, and that's it. That was the video. Just Hunter Renfrow giving a thumbs up, and it was a GIF, and that's the video that they're referring to. So now the Raiders are trolling people. I feel like you have a chance really to set yourselves apart. You have Hunter Renfrow in 4K supposedly doing Jalen Ramsey dirty, and you choose to post a GIF of Renfrow giving a thumbs up. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Bad news for the New York Jets. Did you see Carl Lawson? Torn Achilles for him. They also said the safety Zane Lewis will miss the 2021 season, as well in practice today, suffered an injury. And they had a couple other injuries, Sheldon Rankins and Denzel Mims. All kind of quiet on the Zach Wilson front. They are scrimmaging or joint practice with Aaron Rodgers. And I thought there'd be a little bit more noise about Zach Wilson, and there really hasn't seemingly been that. Maybe his performance the other day, which was just kind of, yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Nothing great. Not like, oh, wow. Kind of just like, okay, moving in the right direction. But I don't know what to figure about the Jets. You have a strong opinion about the Jets or the Jags? Who you think is going to be better? If you were an outsider, not here in Jacksonville.
Yeah, no, I think roster top to bottom, give me the Jaguars.
Yeah, because the Jets felt worse than the Jags last year.
Yes.
The Jags got a bit lucky.
Yeah.
In terms of getting the pick.
I just think from a personnel standpoint, advantage Jaguars. I think from a coaching standpoint, I think it remains to be unseen because they're both first-year coaches.
Yeah, and I like both.
Both first-year quarterbacks. But I think roster top to bottom, advantage Jaguars.
I'm a big fan of Salah. I do think Trevor's I think he's I don't know about significant. I don't know where the ladder is, but I think he's a couple of rungs up the ladder better than Zach Wilson.
Sure.
So, and I like what the Jags have on offense more than what Wilson has to work with on offense.
Yeah, I think Trevor's better too, obviously. I'm just going with like what I know so far.
Yeah.
And what I know is the Jaguars roster is better than the Jets.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Can I work something in real quick here?
Let's do it.
Totally unrelated. Real quick. Hockey fans will laugh. Austin, you'll laugh.
Okay.
The number 1 pick in the NHL draft, Owen Power, was a freshman from Michigan. He got picked by the Buffalo Sabres, the worst run organization in the NHL. He has decided to go back to school after being the number 1 overall pick.
Wow.
No way.
Yeah.
Because what my MMA coach is a diehard Sabres fan. Dang.
He said, I'm good. I'm going to go be a sophomore at Michigan. I don't want to play.
That's interesting because, again, that's in hockey. That's not going to hit everybody, but that would be, there's a lot of comparisons to make with that. So we'll get it.
Yeah.
Football at 5 coming up. Maurice Jones-Drew had an interesting list. Did any Jags make it? We'll get more to come on ESPN 690.
There is a taste of the islands in every drop of Vida de Luis tequila, imported directly from Tequila, Mexico to Jacksonville Beach. Vida de Luis is the only locally owned tequila in Jax Beach. Support local and try Vida de Luis. Award-winning, smooth, all natural, no aldehydes or additives, which means wake up feeling good the next morning. Find out where you can pick up a bottle of Vida de Luis, Blanco, Reposado, or Añejo. Just visit VitaDeLuis.com. Support local and taste the islands in every drop.
For 50 years, Taylor has been a leader in caring for the elderly. Providing quality, compassionate care has always been our mission. At Taylor Care Center and Taylor Manor, our recipe for success has always been our exceptional team. They work tirelessly to ensure that your family member gets the best care possible. When residents were not able to spend time with you and your family, our team stepped up to celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, and special occasions. Our dedicated staff is among the best in the business. Taylor Residents, providing safe, compassionate care every day.
The only thing worse than hiring no law firm after your injury is hiring the wrong law firm. When thousands of people call us every year asking to help them change law firms, I wonder why they ever call the other firm. When you're fighting to get what you deserve, it's go big or go home. We are big for a reason, which is why we've recovered over $9 billion for our clients. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Owen. I'm a cigarette.
Do you like being a cigarette?
No, I don't. Not really into killing thousands of people. Sorry, no filter.
Right.
What's your sign?
Pisces?
I'm a Cancer. Cigarette joke. But seriously, I do cause cancer. And heart disease. And strokes. I could go on forever. Unlike the people who smoke me.
The average smoker lives 10 years less than non-smokers. Quit today. Find out how at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
I love football and I love chicken wings. Hey, this is Brent Martineau. We are a lot alike, right? You love football and you love wings. Let's win the week with Extreme Wings Sports Grill. 4 locations in Jacksonville, Atlantic Boulevard, Ocean Way, 210 in St. Johns County, and the new location on Roosevelt Boulevard near NAS Jax, serving up the freshest, never frozen, world-famous extreme hot wings to Jacksonville since 1999. We like football. We like wings. We love a good deal. To celebrate the grand opening of the Extreme Wings Roosevelt location, get 6 wings, french fries, and a drink for just $12.99. 6 wings, french fries, and a drink, just $12.99 at the new Roosevelt location. Dine in during football season, and you have a chance to win tickets to the next home game. Active military gets special discounts. Jalapeno Ranch, Caribbean Jerk, spicy blue cheese, lemon pepper, so many flavors to choose from, and of course, they can make them extreme if you want. Plenty of space at Extreme Wings Sports Grill locations. If you're looking for a place for the entire team, try Extreme Wings Sports Grill. I love it. You'll love it. 4 locations in Jacksonville, including Roosevelt Boulevard near NAS Jax.
At Tire Outlet, we're committed to providing our customers with professional and honest automotive recommendations. Don't believe us? Check out our reviews online and see why we're Jacksonville's preferred automotive shop.
Great guys to work with, always very helpful and affordable.
With 12 locations across Northeast Florida, Tire Outlet can help keep you and your family safe on the road, wherever you are.
Wholesale prices, premium service. Tire Outlet.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. ESPN 690. Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio. WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, a Cox Media Group station.
This is what happens when you open up Pandora's box for judgment calls. If you start leaving it up to the opinion of one person, you have to understand that every person with an opinion will be doubted by somebody else with a differing opinion. Taunting might be a point of focus through the preseason, but the best thing the NFL could do is stop worrying about it today because they'll never win in the court of public opinion. With the ESPN Radio Sports Beat, I'm Jason Fitz.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Doug Brown. A Superior Court judge in Los Angeles today rules against a woman accusing Dodgers pitcher Trevor Bauer of sexual assault. The judge says no to a permanent restraining order against Bauer. The investigation continues. Bauer's administrative leave could be extended again. Brewers starter Freddie Peralta goes on the injured list today with right shoulder inflammation. This just in, Jets defensive end Carl Lawson, one of the bigger free agent signings of the offseason, will miss this season with a ruptured left Achilles tendon. Eagles and Patriots start the preseason NFL weekend tonight. Do the Eagles see Jalen Hurts as their starting quarterback eventually? ESPN's Dan Graziano.
No, but I think they're open to it. And so, look, this is a team that if Carson Wentz hits the right playing time benchmarks in Indianapolis, the Eagles will have 3 first-round picks next year.
Dan Graziano on Barton Hahn. Raiders coach John Gruden pulled his team off the field today after a brawl during a joint practice with the Rams. The teams play Saturday night.
Feeling great starts with a great shave, and great shaves start with Barbasol Shaving Cream. That's Barbasol Shaving Cream, an American classic for over 100 years. You're looking good, America. You're shaving with Barbasol.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios.
This is Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690 with Brent Martineau and Austin Lane.
It's pretty cool. I haven't, in my previous years, there hasn't been too many times where we have ran 9 packages to where another defensive back comes in. And it's really good right now that we have safeties, 3 safeties in the game at one time. And just opens you up with the possibilities of playing a lot better coverage, honestly. It's not to discredit any linebacker, but nowadays in this matchup league, tight ends are basically glorified receivers, and just to put a safety or even a corner on them would definitely help in pass coverage. For dime is pretty good.
How new is that? The safe. I mean, we talk about Jamal Adams now wants to be basically looked at as an outside linebacker.
Yeah.
And now 3 safeties on the field with all the passing in the league. I mean, are we talking in the last few years?